Hail and well met, everyone. 'Tis I, Scholastica, the Ren Fair drag queen VTuber, here again on this beautiful Sunday morning. It's not yet noon, at least here on the East Coast, to hang out with you and play some Pentiment. Well, continue Pentiment that I've been playing the last few days and I'm in love with. Even though I completed the first act, not sure I caught the right guy, which I'm a little freaked out about. But I did some research since the last stream because I was just like, is there a right person? Because it seems like there was a larger conspiracy going on, and based on my brief trying to say spoiler-free searches, the answer is no. Whatever's going on in this world, you're not supposed to know in Act 1, and so you make some decisions, there's some consequences, and the world changes as a result of those decisions. So later today, we will be picking up where we last left Act 2 of Pentiment, but before then, yesterday, Honkai Star Rail released its 2.1 special program called Into the Yawning Chasm. It's an hour and a half, and it looks like most of it is the people behind Honkai Star Rail, who are from China, speaking in Chinese with English subtitles. So I don't know how much of it I want to react to since it's an hour and a half. I'm hoping to cut it down to at least an hour, hopefully shorter. But I do want to watch most / if not all of the special program. So let's begin with that, because I feel like the sooner we jump in, the better. The sooner I can jump over to Pentiment and play that game, which I am super, super excited for. So I have it up and running already. It is time to skip ahead because I do not want to keep waiting. But let's do it. I'm excited to see what is upcoming for Honkai Star Rail 2.1 now that I'm all caught up on 2.0. So yes, let's get into it. Oh, here we go. Whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Honkai Star Rail version 2.1 special program. How was it? Did you find him? Daewei is not picking up his calls. What do we do? How would I know? So why are you just sitting here? Oh, banter, too quick. Oh, treasure chest.
要不就用这个代替吧。 不太行吧
Daewei. He's the head of Hoyoverse, I believe.
崩坏星球铁道2.1版本前瞻特别节目3、2、1 Action.
Trailer time, trailer time. Let's see what we're gonna get.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side.
All right, that's
Surely I don't need to explain too much.
Gallagher!
Here's to you, sober one, with this glass of a dream within a dream.
It's only when the sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clearer.
Our Acheron looks like she's going to become playable. Also, we got to see Daddy Gallagher, which I'm excited for.
Plot Studios theme park, most popular entertainment center in Pentiment. The culture of a city reflects its
new
history
area
in the most authentic way.
There's Aventurine.
All this free time, why not make the most of it with a game? High stakes, high rewards. Oh,
that is such an ugly hat. No offense, Aventurine.
Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest den.
Ooh. What is all
Ladies
this?
and gentlemen, Ready to unveil your cards?
Is that a bloody tear? Into the yawning chasm. Ooh, so this seems like an Acheron versus Avengerine situation. Host Dawei. Or a cardboard cutout of him. How can we do a show like this? What are you up to? What are you doing? Just not right, right? You're going that far. He's the #1 employee after all. Whether or not your world has a day-night cycle.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
欢迎来到崩坏新兄弟道2.1前瞻特别节目，
HSR
我是代班主持人
Substitute here, Kieran.
哥，你就这么把大伟哥端下去了，是不是不太好？没关系。
Oh, I have that pop-up doll that he's sitting next to.
先不管大伟哥了，各位老师先给开拓者们打个招呼吧。各位开拓者好，很高兴又和大家又见面了。我是
I think that's exactly what I have, right?
以及今天还有一位叙事团队的新朋友。
大家好，我是崩
I'm the
坏
narrative
新重铁道
designer.
的叙事设计茶杯。
Teacup.
好，欢迎两位。
Oh, I love his
也是我
hair.
们的老熟人了，住在这里就很让人安心，就感觉听到了家族向我们宾客承诺会绝对
Oh, I
安
really
全
like
一
his
样，让
hair.
人安心。你说是吧，邵老师？
Black with like that light blue on top, and then nope, that is the same
2.0 版本，我
Paimon
相信
dollar
各
hat.
位开拓者们都
Ooh, so
度过一
excited
个
to
非
see
常
that it
难
looks
忘的
legit.
匹诺康尼假期。不如我们先从剧情开始聊聊吧，邵老师。所以我真的很想问你。 上次前瞻的时候，不是
during the
说好
last
了是一个
preview
轻松
That would be a lighthearted story, funny and happy vacation. Then why did Firefly and
就知道
Robin?
你会问这个，放心，就我
They
给你
lied to
解
us.
释。对，来就像2.0前瞻直播时说的，录制节目的时候，匹诺康尼的
Main
主
source-
线开拓工作已经
blah, blah, blah.
接近尾声了嘛，所以存在一些视角上的小偏差。毕竟我是完全知道后面会发生什么的，但大家目前看到的还只是2.0的一个。
His excuse was because in the 2.0 live stream, he said, "Oh, it's gonna be a very fun, lighthearted story." And then, of course, Firefly and Robin both got because maybe they're the same person. I'm still confused about that whole situation. I thought they were sisters, but I don't know what's going on. But anyway, they died, and that was devastating. So clearly, it was not a very fun, lighthearted vacation.
开头可能产生一些
So it's quite natural to have some
的确
misunderstandings.
是我的错了，但没关系，主线马上就要更新了，不妨我们就借着这个话题来。
Oh, so we are going to get a new Trailblaze
很
mission.
生硬的把话题给拐走了呢。那我听说2.1这次的开拓任务会以多线叙事的形式展开。
It's going to be presented
其实
in
类似的尝试在先周
multi
已经这次的开拓任务
narrative
会以多
format
线叙事的形式展开。其实类似的
similar
尝试在
to
先
we
周
tried something similar in the Xianzhou. I feel like they didn't do a good job with the Xianzhou
都已经
Lufu.
做过了，那是有独
We had the independent Dog Hun branch, but it wasn't that
立的
long.
横线，但不长。而匹
But
诺
in Pentiment, various characters come together and shrouded
康
in
尼
more
的故事作
suspenseful
为一个
stories.
众多角色齐聚一堂，也更有悬疑色彩的故事，会觉得
In that case, we think an ensemble-like writing approach would be better for us to design some interesting plot lines.
所以也想尝试
So
一
we
下
wanted to give complex
更复杂的
multi-narratives a
多线叙
shot.
事。
少杰老师说的没有
Mr. Xiao
错，
Zhao was
所以
right.
我们
A
在
new
2.1版
feature in
本去增加了一个新的
2.1.
功能，这个功能的名字叫
Fate
命运倾向。
Ensemble.
在猎狮组的
Besides
故
the
事线
Astro
以外，
Express's
玩
crew
家呢
storyline, we will able to see some stories experienced by other
都在推进主
characters.
线的过程中，通过这个系统
As they
去
progress
看
through the
见
main
其他角色
storyline.
经历的一些故事。而在我们
Interesting.
密
And
录
on the
系统
Fate's
的页面
Atlas
下，也可以
page,
去查看
we
当
can
前
check
正在
other
进行的
characters'
一个任务，以
perspective,
及
each
完
ongoing
成
and
了的
completed mission. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so in 2.1, there's going to be a Trailblazer branch, an Aventurine branch, and a Acheron branch, which actually sounds fun.
的任务分别属于哪一位角色的视角，可以把它去当做一个多线叙事，在表
I
现
like
上
that.
的
I really do like
每个人
that.
都有秘密，每个人都有
Everyone's got
目的
secrets
就像
and their
开
own
篇说的
agenda.
在匹诺康尼，所有人都有
Anyone
可
could be
能说法
lying.
而真相
And the
就
truth
是在
slowly
这个
unravels
故事
as these
线中
storylines
一点一点
intersect.
被揭示的，很有意思。2.0有个小彩蛋，在剧情某个
There's a
节点，
certain
如果
note in
你
the story.
拒
If
绝
you
了杀
decline Aventurine's
就会
invitation,
进入
they'll have a different
然后你
ending.
会看见一张
Then you'll see a cast and crew list filled with
写满
question
了问
marks,
号的演职人员名单，仿佛在说
as
所
if
有人的身份
hinting
都是
that
假的。
everyone's identities were fake. What?
但花火依旧是花火，这就是使命。
But Sparkle is still Sparkle, and that's what you get from always using your real name on the internet. Wait, hold on.
是的，所有人都有可能。2.0有个小彩蛋，在剧情某个
At a
节点，
certain
如果
note in
你
the story,
拒
if you
绝了
decline
杀敌的邀请，
Aventurine's
就会进
invitation,
入
you'll have a
另一个
different
结局。然后你
ending.
会看见一张写满了问号的演职人员名单，仿佛在说所有人的身份都是假的。
但花火依旧是花火，这就是实名上网的含金量。
不愧是匹诺康尼最诚实的人。
Oh,
这个好像是
Sparkle's the most honest person in Panacone? Really? 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 I hate her. And players actually discovered them the first day version 2.0 was
2.0 上线
released.
第一天就被玩家发现啊。
所以这个会比你们预想的发现要快吗？
没有，其实我们挺急的。2.0 真的留了好多这样的钩子，比方说流萤的预算用不用完，有完全不同的两段对话。而在梦境酒店遇见黄泉时，如果你一直选择拒绝的话，会发生很不可思议的事情。看着他们一个个被发掘出来。
Oh, apparently there's a bunch of secrets that, I mean, depending on how you handle the main storyline, you unlock. That's
大家热情
interesting.
讨论的氛围。
I didn't see all of those, obviously.
阳光。
在这儿阳光了是吧？
是的，我们的玩家啊，真的很热情，就像刚才少基老师说的，让我们拥有了直视太阳的权利啊。那我们后面的主线也一定
Gotta amp up our main story.
不
Can't
能
fail our
这
players.
加大力度到底是哪方面的加大力度？我劝你们好好说清楚啊！
此次2.1 版本的开头任务名。
All right, the Trailblaze mission in version 2.1 is called The Devil
为
in
天龙人里的
Velvet.
恶魔。但其实我更喜欢当
But
时
honestly, I prefer the alternative name we didn't
采用的另
use.
一版名字。再见。这个不
Farewell.
能讲。
啊，没关系，这个讲不了。我记得
Another title was called All the Sad
所有悲伤的故
Tales.
事。
哦，所以加大力度是加在这里了是吧？
不是，这单纯很有意境，也比较符合2.1主线的部分内容吧。但昨
This
天也
sounds-
有人
this
说
sounds scary.
不行，这是重
We
点
can't
性
do
啊
that.
那
Oh,
我
it's the
想
anniversary
说得
celebration.
对
Yes, it's been 1 year since Honkai Star Rail first released, which is super exciting.
也只能作罢了。不过坦率的说，相比2.0、2.1的开拓任务，可能确实相对的没有那么的。
Oh, so compared to 2.1 or to 2.0, 2.1 won't be as easy breezy, and lighthearted. Again, 2.0 ended very, very easy breezy. So I can only guess how much deeper into despair we get. But guess we'll find out.
轻松、愉快，对你不能说它没有，但是就没那么多。
就少基老师，您别看我啊，这不是咱们一起传出来的吗？至少我们还是阳光了嘛，对吧，少基老师？
对，阳光是有的，我记得很清楚，像什么太阳啊、向光而行啊，这
Welcome
些
to
都
the
白纸
light
黑字的写在台词里的。所以诚如大家所见，2.0匹诺曹尼是发生了一些意外，但开拓的文明课绝对不会屈服于未知，而与此同时，各怀目的的客人们
I guess
也
with
都
their
开始
own
行动
agendas have
在
started
这张
making their
混乱的
moves
牌桌上开始争夺筹码。前面的版本 PV 也放出了许多让大家非常在意的画面。关于这部分内容，我们也在接下来的角色介绍环节再详细讲述吧。
非常感谢两位老师的分享。在了
Mr.
解了信息量
Teacup, I
如此
like
之大的
that
2.1 开
code
拓任务
name.
之后，
Nom
我
de
们
plume
不稍事休息，稍后将为大家带来2.1版本的新角色介绍。
好嘞，导播放第一个对话码。
First redemption code. I'm pretty sure these are still active. I claimed mine right before this. So snag them now if you haven't already. Yes, Aventurine and Acheron seem to be the two main characters of this upcoming version. Again, I'm skipping ahead
接下来
because
我们将为大家带来角色
let's introduce the new
黄泉
characters.
沙丁加贺的
Acheron,
介绍。
Aventurine, and
不要在此
Gallagher.
之前
I'm
让我们
except for
先欢迎新
Gallagher.
同学。
大家好，我也是新同学啊，战斗设计汉子。
Why is there
欢迎
suddenly
欢迎
double the closed captions?
2.0 版本中的3位角色呢，在之前的剧情里
Two-
面
okay,
也给
whatever.
人留下了非常令人深刻的印象。我们先从
Let's
第一
start with
位
the
重
first
量级
major
的嘉宾
character,
黄泉小姐
Miss
先开始聊聊。
Acheron.
黄泉在
She's quite
2.0
mysterious.
总体来说是个很神秘的角色吧。以巡海
She
游
arrived
侠
in
的身份来到
Penacony as a
匹诺曹尼
Galaxy
在剧
Ranger.
情之初就和开拓者
And we
相遇
met her
了。
at the
这个
beginning of the
话里话外也总是
story.
令人浮想联翩，也总是会
She
在
always
一
present
些
at
很
important
重要的场合
occasions.
恰到好处的
Arriving right in the nick of
但言谈举止
time.
又
She
挺
spoke
正
and
常的。
behaved
可在
quite
这样的情况
normally.
下面
However,
2.0最后沙丁又会跳出来指控他，也
then
不知道
she
是真的还
accused
是假的。
her
在这样的情
of
况下
what
面
did he accuse her of?
me.
Oh, well, he said that she killed everyone in the in Duke Inferno's league. What I forget what their names, but those people, the destruction people. She killed Duke Inferno and set all his underlings, I don't know, adrift. And she's here for some reason that I
也
forget.
真不知道。
你真不知道？
I forget what he accused her of. I know lying to
什么
us,
都不能讲呢。
确实
but I'm not sure
因为
beyond that
黄泉身上
because there's
很明
obviously
显是有
twist with
反转的嘛
Acheron,
那
and
我
we just
无论
can't
如何
spoil
也
it
不可能
here.
在这种场合
I
做
guess
一
we'll
个
find
剧透
out.
所以还是围绕现在已有的内容有啥讲啥吧，不然 感觉说什么都不合适。
这种感觉就好像仿佛回到了1年前啊，当初就 IP 同学给我们看
We're shown her
角
character
色卡的
card
时候，就我们很高兴啊，然后觉得这些角色不错啊，对吧？巡海游侠一看就很帅的那个雷群
School Lightning
然后呢就脑子已经
Path
有很多想法
following
了，
the
然后
hunt
用什么效果都想好了。
然后我说你再往下看看，
对，就恶魔的低语啊，你再往下看看，然后呢就发现
The movie like something's off. Why is her path nihility?
对，因为一些不可言说的原因，总而言之，最后他的战斗命途就变成了虚无。
对啊，然后呢就虚无这些概
Concept
念
of
嘛，就
nihility
很
is just
虚
so
无
elusive,
虚
you
无
know?
它是什么呢？
Like what on
就
earth
他平
is
时也不干
the
什么
Aeon of
所以
nihility?
自然而然的也尝试用一种取巧的办法吧，比方说想要去
Try to think
打破
outside
一
of
些
the
思维里的
box
墙，然后去放大
and
宇宙
amplify
的
the
概念。
concept
那
of
甚至而言
nihility,
就
which
有
led
过许许
to
多多的脑
ton
包
of
和畅想，
brainstorming
比方
wild
说
ideas. Like
它没
she
有
has no
速度的概
concept
念
of
它
speed.
不存在于行
She
动
doesn't
手之上
appear on the
然后
action
它没有
bar.
属性的概念，
Or maybe-
它无论攻击什么属性都能造成弱点击破。
那我们提了，
我懂了，虚无就是做减法。
对对对，然后我们就去解读
We tried to
黄
interpret
泉这人到底是什么样的一个
what kind of person
人
this Akron
然后
really
就
is
纠结了大概2个月，对，2个多月，对，最后才定下了一个叫褪色这个
On the word
词，对吧？
fade
觉得这个词特别能体现虚无的一个概念。我们选用了黑
Black and
与
white
白
is
这2个颜色嘛，同时饱和度大幅的降低用这样的一个色彩的光
Alright,
染
I
去
just
呈
need
现
to
它同时呢，就在战斗
see
中
her in
也
action.
有
I just
同
need to
样
see
的
her
一
in
个色彩
action.
表达。
Oh, I just realized he has a little
其实各位应该能看到
trailblazer
在他的这个例会
pass
里面
keychain.
有许多像
I
木
want
屋
one
一
of
样的雨
those.
滴，这个雨滴浸染之处的色彩都会褪去，而在黑白世界中却有这样一抹红色，它是名为极真式的花
A
朵。
flower called
它们
crimson
呢
knot.
会以
They
黄
bloom
泉
around
为中心去
Akron
绽放在这
in
样
this
一个
black
黑
and
白
white
世界。
world.
当时设想的画面就是黄泉独自一人
Akron
站在一
standing
片
alone on
萧
a
瑟的荒
desolate
原上，
wasteland.
整个世
The
界
whole
只有
world black
黑
and
白
white
二色
covered
的
in dark
阴云密布，
clouds.
然后大雨
Heavy
从
rain
天而
pours
降
from the sky.
那连绵的细雨其实是黑色的，如墨水一般浓稠厚重。它们落向大地，然后所及之处的色彩都会被这些雨水一一带去，最后只留下黑白灰。但可是在对这样一个失色的世界当中，会有那么一滴红色的甘露从天上坠落，然后滴落在黄泉的刀尖，然后将他整个人染上红色色彩。
Yeah, Akron is a very mysterious character.
当时在有这样一个鲜明的氛围之后，就觉得说非常适合黄泉这个角色。
What we see in the future, I trust her more than Akron or Aventurine.
难怪他现在要举一个红色的雨伞。哎，不过要我说的话，这其实不是最虚无的设计。你们知道最虚无的设计是什么吗？
nihilistic design.
要我说最虚无的设计，那肯定是他一使用终结技，整个游戏都给你闪退了。
那我跟你说，就我们当时做完黄泉第1版，你知道吗？刚刚做完，然后什么东西都没有优化的时候，我们只要一使用黄泉的终结技啊，直接闪退。
哦，真的会有这个效果是吧？
啊，对，因为它的那个各种做法。
Akron was just too performance intensive.
听结尾，沙金曾经说
According to Aventurine, Akron took care of Duke Inferno.
明火大功。那他到
How
底
did
是
she
怎
do
么
it
解决的
exactly?
呢？
I am going to be skipping around.
怎么解决的呢？
Ooh, all right, let's look.
就
Ooh.
这么解决呗。
Domain
这么解
expansion.
决。那导播记得
Please remember put on a black and white filter on us here.
啊，然后刚刚大家看到呢，
What you
就
just
是
saw
黄泉
now
它
was
终
the
结
effect
技
of
的一个效果
Akron's
了。终结技里
ultimates.
面啊，会有一些场景画面的色变成白色。
既然这么酷炫，不如让汉子老师为我们介绍一下他的战斗技
Yes,
能
let's hear her
好的
combat abilities.
黄泉呢，真的是我们到目前为止啊制作难度最高的角色了啊，没有之一。
平心而论，没有之一。是的，是的，是的。
这太难了。它的整体的技能呢，
She is
是
able
充满了一种
to-
荒芜和破碎的感觉
Yes,
啊。然后这
Give me
也是我们
concrete
强大的
numbers.
一种感觉，就是在它强大的一个力量的背后呢，它是一个空虚和孤独这样一种感觉。然后呢，当他释放战技的
When she
时候，
uses her skill, she gains special charges called Slash
的一个特殊的
Dream.
超能点。然后在战斗中呢，
About
就
she needs
是
to
我们需要
accumulate these
尽快的
charges
去累积这
as
些
quickly as
超能
possible
点，来释放
to
它真
unleash
正
her
的力
real
量。
strength.
所以
So she can only gain charges by using her
战技这样子
skill.
陈述吗？那这样
Is that a little too slow?
啊，
Actually, there's more to it.
就是呢
Whenever any target
在
takes
任意目标
action
行动时啊，如果为敌
that
人
inflicts
附
a
上了负面效
debuff
果，
on the
就能为
enemies.
黄泉累积
Acheron will
这个
gain
超
one
能点。
charge.
任意目标
Expression
这个说
any
法
target
听上去
sounds
好
kinda
像
interesting.
有点意思啊，就
Yes, you're on the right
你想的
track.
没错，就不单单
It's
是
not
来自
just
我方
debuffs
的
from
负
our
面状
own
态啊，当
side.
敌方
When
给
enemies
敌方
inflict
上了
debuffs
负面
on
状态的时候啊
themselves,
黄泉也可以
Akron
累
also
积一定的
accumulate
超能点。
charges.
敌方单位的
Enemy
话，
units,
那
Does that include the vulnerability effect from a sting's explosion? It does.
所以也包括
And also
怪物
includes the
被弱点
debuffs generated
产生的负
when
面
we
效果
break a
也
monster's
算也算
weakness.
那个冰胖在
When
吞噬那
the-
个衍生物失败的时候，给自己上了个降防，这个也算吗？
啊，也算，都算。
Oh,
都算
interesting.
对，
那环境对我造成的伤害，
What about when
比如
the
说我走墙走脱
Oh,
了，这个算
that's a
吗？
咖
joke.
啡老师，对不起。
下不为例，下不为例啊！
反正呢，就只要有
Anyway, as long as the
敌方
debuff
给
is
施加
inflicted
的
on
负
an
面
enemy,
状
it
态
counts,
都算
even if you don't
当
inflict
这
that
个
debuff.
传送
Okay.
点它充满的时候
Acheron's
就
ultimate
会
can be
激活黄
activated.
泉终结技了。然后呢，黄泉终结技
And it's
它
kind of
不太一样
special.
它有4段攻击
Ooh.
然后前3段玩家是可以
I
去
can
选择
manually
目
select
标
targets for the
可以
first
去
3
切换
hits
目标
or switch
最后一段
targets.
会对敌
Ooh,
方全体
that's
造成伤害
cool.
然后呢，只要它
Once
的
Slash
充能
Stream
一
is
满
fully
就可以
charged,
释放
her
了
ultimate
和
can be
能量没有任何
released.
关系。
也就是说，这个终结技不需要能量，你们虚无是把它的能量槽
She
给
doesn't
虚无
have
掉
an
了
energy gauge.
黄泉就整个就没有能量了。
哦，那挺好的啊，可以不用刷充能
Then
闪
we don't
了
have
是
to
吗
take the trouble. Yeah.
哦，
然后呢，
And
就黄泉
Acheron's
它的秘技
technique
啊也是非
is
常
also
特殊
very
的，
unique.
你可以想象一下
Just
就
imagine
你
you
在探
encounter
索
a
过程
monster when
中看到前面有
exploring.
只怪然后黄泉
She uses
啪一
her
个秘技
technique
直接就把那个目标给斩杀了，
Instantly
直接
killing.
斩杀的意思是，
就不用进入战斗了，就直接把怪消灭
那奖励
啊，肯定有啊
这么厉害的话，魔力宇宙里我能用吗？
啊，可以用的，必须能用啊，不然我们做它干什么？
哇，听起来挺牛的啊！
I can use it in the simulated
那
universe.
我岂不是一刀一个扑满？
茶杯老师，对不起。
Oh, but you can't use it on warp trotters.
哦，不能铺满，
碰来就算了吧。
哦，铺满挺可爱的，所以不行是吧？
对对对
感觉这个秘籍还真的挺强力的，有点超过我的预想了。
对，然后为了
Damn,
匹配这个
Acheron
角
seems
色呢，
great.
就能突出他的一个战斗的一个爽快感。当你在地图前面发现有好多小怪的时候啊，你用秘技，它可以连续点。点完之后呢，它会使出一套丝滑的小连招，对，不一样的攻击，对。
我听到这个设计，我就特别想去大世界里面去试验一下这一些连砍的。
I hate that she's not a male character and I can't pull for
这样的
her.
话，我七巧零食感觉就不太够用了。
Oh, and the way she looks in the black and white
秘籍
world.
中做了一点小小的优化啊，就是它的秘技在不
Technique
击中敌
points
人的
won't
时
be
候是不会用秘
consumed.
技点的。
Oh, if her
这么强力
technique
的秘
doesn't
籍
hit
在
any
当初设
enemy.
计的时候，有没有遇到
Oh,
一
that's
些
nice, that's
问题
nice.
或者阻碍？比如说有没有和其他组的同事打架啥的？
肯定会有的，因为当时就开了很久的会嘛，不过最后你放心，毕竟战斗设计我们打赢了。
哦，战斗设计亲自上场战斗是吧？
Wow.
开玩笑。
Wow,
当
that's
时
really
在设
cool.
计的时候啊，就其实还是受到挺多阻力的。由于这个黄泉的效果确实太厉害了嘛，它可以直接秒杀一些小怪，对吧？然后尤其是在那个魔女宇宙里面，那个打那个
That's the swarm
红群或者说
disaster.
打那个致谢的时候啊，大家一上来都会
Everyone
觉得那
thinks
小怪特
those
别
minions
强
are
是的
too hard to kill,
对
right?
黄泉可以
But
直
Acheron can
接
just
去
wipe them
把他们
out.
消灭掉。有些同学会觉得，就这样可能会干扰到玩家的一个正常的体验。但是呢，最后就是讨论下来，我们觉得就是说，既然我们做了这样的一个设计，对吧？那一定是各个地方都能用的，就还是希望能让玩家在游戏中爽到的。
哦，该爽的地方还是得爽。
Gotta have fun where it matters. It's all fun and games
不
after
过关于这
all.
位黄泉啊，就是这位容貌相似的故人，我是聊了这么久，我一直有个问题想问，就。
You know that Acheron isn't her real
不是他
name.
的本名，那他真正的本名
So is her real name a tongue
到底是拗口的
twister?
名字呢，还是
Or something that's easy to
那
say?
你也不用问的这么拗口，也不用这么绕，直接就我觉得可以大大方方、正大光明去讲嘛。2.1版本的版本 PV 当中，其实也有许多
A lot of scenes that
令
will
玩家
definitely
非常在意的
catch our
画面，
players'
其中就
attentions,
包括
including
那
the
个
scene.
对，有一幕。
Where there's a
长
girl
相
who
非
looks
常
a lot
形似
like
黄泉但
Acheron,
头上身有
but has
双角
horns
的
on
这
her
样一
head.
位少女的形象，看起来
I don't remember
和
that.
黄泉的过去有千丝万
It has a
缕
connection
现
to
在可能
Acheron's
对于一
past.
些
Those
崩坏
horns might
系
ring
列
a
的
bell too.
老玩家而言，这对角再熟悉
For
不过
fans
了，
of
对
the
吧？
Honkai
提醒一
series,
下大
God
家
damn
回
it,
去
I don't
仔细
know
看
the
看那
Honkai
小九是不一
series.
样的，对，
不一样。
是其实早在开服之初就说过，那星穹铁道作为崩坏系列
Honkai Star Rail is part of this whole
这个宇宙当中的
Honkai
一部作品
universe,
然后
yes.
它本身所
And the
带的
setting
这片星空
it's
就是
in
无
is
所
all
不包充满的
encompassing,
各种各
full
样
of
的
all
可能
kinds
性
of
的。我们
possibilities.
在一个又一个
We can
不一样
encounter
的世
familiar
界
faces
能见到
in one different world after
从
another,
中我们
and
能
from that
获
we
得
can
一些
have
就是彩蛋也
little
好，感动也
surprises.
好，一些独属于崩坏 IP 自身的浪漫吧。不过
But
在
you're
这
not-
里也可以告诉大家，请不要
You
有
don't
任
need
何负担
to
或者
feel
压力，
burdened
因
or
为无论
pressured
对
whether
于
you're
你是
a
否
longtime
是
player of the
崩坏
Honkai
系列的
series
老玩家，还是一
or
位
new
新玩
player
家
raising my hand.
对于黄泉
When it
这个
comes to
角色以
Acheron's
及
character and
从他的
Penacony's
故事以及
story
我们
plus the
在
narrative
其中
surprises
埋下了种种彩蛋
we've
也
hidden
好，我们
Pentiment will make it easy for for
许多设计
everyone
让它
to
没有门
experience
槛、没
the
有
same
负
kind
担
of
的可以
fun.
轻易
Cool,
体
cool,
会
cool.
到
I'm
这
glad
个乐
you're
趣。而
recognizing that a
如果
lot
你
of
恰好
players are
比如说经历过
new
崩坏3，那你可
and haven't
能会
played
看到一
Honkai
些
Impact
更
3.
让你感到熟悉或者怀念的这样一些彩蛋内容。
会心一笑是吧？
对，是的。
But I
如果
appreciate that they are
这次
like
能得到
referencing
片
it
刻欢
for
愉
people
感动
that
或
have
者是
played the
快乐
game
的
and
话
are
也不
familiar
妨
with
与
it.
他人去分享你的喜悦，也是我们所乐见的一种结果。
方面的一些讨论。之前我们在2.0剧情上线的时候，看到大家里面还有一个吃桃子的动作。
吃桃子。
是这个
确定问的是你想问吃桃子吗？
我当然想问的是，他会是这个
确定问
看到他的待机动
I
作
want to
里
start
面还有一个吃桃
Acheron
子
eating
的
a
动作。
peach. Wait, why is that important?
是这个
确定问的是你想问吃桃子吗？
我当然想问的是，他
Was that a
会不会
reference?
做饭
Can she cook?
对
其实也就跟
Well,
之前
it's
所
just
说的
like
一
what I
样
said
嘛
before, whether it's about
我
creating
觉得无论是
characters
做角色也好，还
or
是做
developing the
剧
story
情
and
的
IP
开篇内容也
content.
好，我们本质上
What we're
其实在
essentially
做的
doing
就是
is
玩家想看什么东西，然后
giving
我
player
们用一种
and
更
presenting-
优雅得
okay.
体、想明白的方式，
So
让它以最
Acheron is what I think they've referred to as an XP, EXPY. From what my understanding of what that means is that in gacha games like this is they take a character from another game and they do like their own like a play on that. So Acheron is an XP of someone from Honkai Impact 3rd. Like Lacha's an XP. Not Jingyuan. What's his little boy? That little blonde boy. I forget his name. I don't know why that's not coming to my head right now. But he's an XP. And Acheron's in Genshin Impact is Raiden Shogun. The Raiden Shogun is an XP of the same character that Acheron is an XP of, and the whole joke, at least in Genshin, I'm assuming this also comes from Honkai Star Rail or the Honkai Impact 3rd, is that Raiden Shogun can't cook.
好的一种样子去呈现出来。那对于玩家感兴趣的种种，比方说皇军本名不详，那他真名究竟为何物？
What exactly is her real name?
他
Can
是
she
否会
cook?
料理这件事情？他现在
What's her
如今
current
身处于
state
怎样的一
now?
个状态？甚至当皇权出现在当时就是GGA 手报 PB 里这个背景昙花一现的时候，就有人非常期待他和瓦尔特的会面。这些内容都会在
people want to see her because Welt, from what I understand, is actually the same Welt in Honkai Impact 3rd
甚至2.1
that's come
就是他
into
和瓦尔特同行的一段
Oh, and Acheron gets to interact with Welt, so he's going to recognize her as an XP.
就皇权，无论剧情层面还是战斗层面，都是该怎么说，在他身上尝试的种种，其实也为新手体验探索了更多的可能性，可以应用于我们之后更多内容的创作，可以说是留下了非常多开创性的这样一点吧。作为匹诺康尼故事的主要角色之一，在2.1版本之后，在2.2、2.3当中也同样会有大量的
Oh, okay, so she's important in 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3.
在过去的1年里面，真的是陪伴了我们很长很长的时间。但是对于玩家来说，他其实是一个崭新的角色，他有许多的故事在未来将会展开。所以在接下来的一段时间里，我们为各位准备了以皇权为主角的
Celestia trailer and a character trailer featuring Acheron, as well as an anime short.
动画版里面还会有位神秘嘉
In
宾
the anime short, there's a
字面意义上
mysterious
的神秘
guest.
嘉宾，
共屋一许。
是的。那我们接下来请欣赏
Ooh, let's
动画
watch
短
the
片的
anime
预告。
short. Let's do it.
Everyone has a past, and the past shapes the present. My gaze has lingered on her for quite a while. Tonight,
Lesbians?
I initiate our first engagement. How about a dance? Excuse me.
That is the
Are you
gayest shit I've
asking
ever
me?
seen.
看完这个预告以后，的确是迫
Wait,
不
what
及
was
待地想看
that? So that was
Are you
Acheron and
asking
Black
me?
Swan. Who's this?
Excuse me. Are you asking
Who's this chick?
me?
看完这个预告以后，的确是迫不及待的想看到它的成片。那请大家和我们一起期待着它的正式上线吧。下一位角色，我
All
们
right,
来聊聊
Aventurine is
沙
the
金
other
吧。在2.0
character.
故事中，感觉沙金在多
We
次
saw
对
him
开拓
testing the
者
waters
进
with the
行一些
Trailblazer
试
multiple
探，
times.
甚至
It
会
even
觉
feels
得
like
他们有
some
在刻
encounters
意
were
安排一
deliberately
些
engineered by
接触
him，
然后感觉他的
to
目
achieve
的
his
是为
goal
了
of
和我
cooperating
们
with the
达成合作。
Trailblazers.
所以他
So
到底
what
是
kind
一
of
个
person
怎么
is
样的
he
人呢？
exactly?
沙丁这个角色受到的关注度也是很高的，在2.0剧情当
The
中
version 2.0
明显感觉
story,
到
he's a morally great individual.
他有点 亦正亦邪，站在一个偏
more like a villain at present, but he's not necessarily in direct conflict with you. But there are interests at play, and he wishes to work with you.
虽然在2.0开拓者暂时还没有给出一个正式的
we haven't given him a formal reply yet. It's evident from the version trailer that beyond Acheron, he also plays an important role in the main storyline for 2.1.
谭英这个角色能讲的东西我感觉还蛮多的嘛，因为我们回到最初设计它的时候也是将近要1年前了。在整个星穹谍到目前，首先在 1.4 登场了一位星际核心公司这个派系的成员，也就是托帕，而沙丁也和他同属于一个组织，就是战略投资部的实行人。但是相比托帕而言，他的行事手段也好，展露出来的气场也好，和托帕那样子一种公事公办当中带一点善意的，其实并不相一样。沙丁更多透露出来一种，其实你捉摸不透，你也并不能说他是完全的恶人，但也绝对称不上是什么善类。对，他好像在良知和手段之间四处的徘徊，但更令人捉摸不透的是他浮夸的外表下面到底心中拥有一个怎样的自我，这件事情是比较耐人寻味的。那此次其实也明显看得出来，就是沙丁是怀在剧情当中，他也会成为一个比较有所不用其这个牌桌上面，然后只是
So far they're just saying he's going to be important
去看他的一个外表的话，其实你会发现他是一个非常
looks like a rich playboy.
2.0 剧情当中对他有个
He's referred to as a little peacock
就是他打扮的
dresses like a flashy princeling.
他很精致，非常的注重仪表，然后会穿一些比较贵气的型号，
还有一些小细节，比方说他非常在意自己的衣服会不会被雨打湿，所以梦里没有雨这件事情，他还特地会说让自己感到高兴。是。
哦，那好像前面有一位下雨的呢。
这其实各位应该也能看出来了，这里是有一些
something interesting happening here.
那这个就有待各位玩家在接下来更多总归到一点，就是沙丁这个人是非常渴望拥有财富的，他的所作所为。完全能够看出来，这个人对于财富有一种可以说比较这样一个大的一个视觉元素里面，
盖同学的
有筹码，有头子，那
非常多的
Yeah. He's very much presented as a gambler.
等到这个新版本上线以后，你可以观察一下他的短信签名啊，我们在那里布置了一些
phone text signature
有趣的信息。
也许对他而言，人生就是一直会的人交，真的对，其实走向何方了？它里面究竟
the relationship between
和沙丁之间的关系会走向何
crew the Trailblazer adventuring will be okay cool.
他都不用帮你买大乐透，他会直接给你，对，是的。
Oh, he's going to give me money.
沙丁相关的剧情选项里面，其实各位玩家也一定要尤为注意。
请给我来一打。
那可以爱好者看看他战斗时候的表现吧。
Yeah, let's see how he performs in battle. Ooh, look at that design.
沙金它最大的特色呢，就是
features his skill, where he can
可
apply
以叠加的特殊
stackable special shield.
队友带着这种可以叠加的特殊护盾受到攻击的时候啊，会为沙金去累积一种叫盲注的一个充能点。当盲注充能点它达到整点数之后呢，沙金它就会触发追加攻击了。同时，它的追加攻击可以再次为我方全体上这种可以叠加的护盾。
Oh, that's cool. And then you get another shield.
出追击
啊，对，
然后追加攻击又能够叠盾套娃是吧？
没错，这个男人呢，他除了有钱，也让人很有安全感。沙金的终结技呢，它可以使他获得一定随机点数的盲注，并且对指定敌方单体造成伤害。同时，他的终结技还能使敌方陷入负面状态。
Okay, so he attacks and debuffs. Is he
攻
mostly a
击此状态
shielder?
的目标时候呢，就可以造成暴击伤害提高。使用秘技之后呢，全队都会有概率获得不同强度的防御力提升。
看到这些技能画面以后
Oh God, he's the second. He's just like Jinja.
就这些金钱和筹码，
I don't never.
别拿它
I'm so
去
bad with
砸
names.
那些怪，来砸我呀！你不要，我要呀！
我也要。
听下来以后，我就感觉
They're putting
沙金的
gotcha
技
within
能
my
里面有些
gotcha.
随机的属性，然后这个当时是怎么想的设计的呢？
这个的话，其实沙金这个角色比起公司高管，我们更想传达的是一个狂热的概率游戏爱好者。
Fantasy for probability
对，
games.
所以他现在有了这样的一个相关的设计。最早我们其实设定里面沙金是不包含轮盘，才给他加。
这个角色在
脑洞
最早的一个核心关键词是闪避，为什么它作为一个闪避存护，它能吸引所一定概率的事件，然后它代表了一定风险。它作为一个闪避存护，它能吸引所有敌方怪物的火力，然后倾注在它天然无恙的鲜明的数字就会。
Kind of annoyed to get another imaginary male, but but
就会直接方案
赢下所有，或者
是个非常这个过程当中，他又碰了一下，然后那个数字就会直接扣一半，然后钱掉撒一地。
义务是这样效果。站着的只有杀精，
就是那些 AOE
效果它都有 AOE 攻击或者是扩散攻击
AOE attacks.
就要表面人。
So it seems like what kind of attacks and what kind of debuffs and stuff
它是一个我们要面对的
changes based on it's a gamble. You don't know what you're going to get until you
非常
try.
难打。
就是你还角色没有办法吗？那当然蠢的。
闪避，
但我进行一场死怪物，它对于我们在2.1版本
So in version 2.1,
一名就是
there's a boss enemy that looks like a Venturine.
叫实心食人诡异杀精，也可以看到它的形象其实是和我们的角色有较大出入的。为什么杀精会展露出这样的形象？又是以何种理由，它和开拓者进行一场友好的这样一种胜负游戏
So we had to fight a Venturine at some point.
这场游戏的结果又如何？那至于2点，这些都会在
好朋友要
这天已经这个样子，就你在和杀精
When you're battling a
战斗的时候呢，它会时不时
occasionally unleash a torrent of
筹码
chips
语啊，来攻击玩家。然后就是说，同时呢，他会去和玩家进行一个叫比大小、比点数的这么一个环节啊。就毕竟他是一个就擅长概率游戏的人嘛，对。
哦，比大小，那我方获得这个点数是随机的吗？还是我没有办法去进行一些控制？
是这样的，就是杀精它会投掷出2个或者多个骰子在场上。对，当你攻击了骰子之后呢，
When you attack each die, you'll get a random
随机的
point.
点数了。当你的点数比杀
If
精
your
大的
points are
时候，
higher than
你就会
Aventurine's,
赢
you
得
would
这
get.
场游戏，并且你可以获得一
This
些
actually
对
looks
你战
super
斗有
fun.
利的一些效果。当然，如果你的点数比杀精小的话呢，杀精就会用筹码语揍我们一顿了。所以呢，就是说我们要在一次攻击中尽可能的攻击。
Oh, that's so cool. So you do need like an AOE attack.
更高的概率去比杀精多。
听起来的确是一场很有意思的战斗。
Ooh, I like
我觉得刚才
this.
其实有一点非常的有趣，就是我们在聊杀精白盒的时候，就最后留下的一个结果就
And then he
是
ends
其他的人都离他而去了，
all by
最后只剩
himself
下
with
他一
everyone
人。
else gone.
我觉得这就可能就不管怎么样，会去来到皮诺或者得到了对。
那么了解完杀
All right, now we covered
这位看起来
Aventurine.
的最
Ooh,
后
let's
一
talk
位
about
新角色，品
Gallagher,
诺康尼的治安官
the
加拉
security
赫。
officer of
这
Pentaconi.
位看起来似乎是一
Seems
个
like a bit of
有些
a
不羁
rough and
有些
rugged
边蝠
mature
的大叔
man.
看起来其
Who
实
can
挺
pack a
能打的
punch
但却是一个丰饶命途的战斗
Oh,
的
he's a
角
path of
色。他总不能
abundance.
是揍我一拳给我加血吧？可以向我们介绍一下这位角色吗？
加拉赫，皮诺康尼唯一指定仆村。
He's the ordinary
就是
villager.
你在各种
You won't even find
狼人
him.
杀局势分析的视频里面，你甚至都找不到这个人，因为在我看来，加拉赫就是很普通
Gallagher is just so
很朴素吧
ordinary
一个
and
作为
plain.
典型的
The most
皮诺
typical
康尼
of
当地
Pentaconi
人作为猎警
locals.
加系的治安官，
Security
兢兢
officer
业
for
业
the
的
Bloodhound
做好
family.
自己的职责，身上没有任何可疑的地方。就包括你看，
Even
就
his
我们现在的角
appearance,
色
unlike our
那又是
previous two
全息又
characters.
是你说这地板的，然后把我闪的哦，那到了加拉
Simple,
赫
modest,
就
and
是很朴实
reassuring.
无华，很给人安心。
Sexy.
我觉得他就是一个
Although I wish his
怎
voice
么
was
说呢，
better.
最能代表皮诺康尼。
I mean, it's not a bad voice, it
家
just
族
was
学
just
大
more
地
like
氛围的
deep.
这样一个角色。他也是一位
He's a
调饮师
drinksmith
他擅长
who's proficient at mixing sodas like Sweet Dream Special and such.
这样子一些，也会随
Also
身
carries
携
around
带一些
drinks
就是有止痛
with
功
pain
能
like
的这样一
relieving
种液体
properties.
饮料。他和所有
Well
的皮诺
credited
康
with
尼
all
当地的人也
the
很熟，
Pentaconians.
比方说，我们在街头巷尾都能看见，然后但是会地方，然后
于他的那个
As for his
小
little
爱好
hobby,
其实最
actually,
初
we
我
wanted
们
to get a
想瞧
different
的
type
是
of
另外一种
wheat-based
小麦饮
drink
品了。
哪
initially.
种小麦饮品？不会
Beer？
是贝多伯格那种吧？
格瓦斯是吧？
格瓦斯
格瓦斯。
哎呀，其实就是
Anyway, he's a
调酒师了
drinksmith.
但他的许多概念确实
The
是
ideas about him are derived from the culture of mixology, so he's a little bartender.
包括他新婚名
Even
字
his idolland's names are that of cocktails, but because he's from Pentaconi, we wanted to include some local flavor.
觉得说这样一个
So we thought of this middle-aged, well-seasoned man
大叔，然后好像
who looks like he's been through a lot in
人生的
life.
沧桑，但是就你坐在
But
马
picture
路牙
this,
子
you're
边
sitting
上，
on
然
the
后他
curb,
蹲
he
在你
squats
肩
down
上，然
next
后
to
给你
you
掏出
before
一个
pulling out a can of something.
不是酒
Not
精
alcohol, but so
是
glad.
对，然后又会有一种
And it gives it off both a kind of childlike innocence and
这
sense
很
of
品的话，
absurdity.
那加拉赫其实我们刚才聊了很多他调饮师的一面，但总的来说，他表面上就是最明显的一个身份还是猎犬家系的
Security
一个保
officer.
护。
但是
blah, blah,
2.0 剧
In
情一看，这不是什么
2.0,
都
did
不
he
会
even
保护吗
protect
哎，这
anything
你
at
就
all?
不懂了吧？在接下来2.1剧情当中，加拉赫会作为
Okay, so he's
重要的
playing an important detective role
警
in
探角色，然后
2.1.
和
And
猎
travel
车
with
组
the
一起同行
crew.
去揭开这桩皮诺
Oh, that's
康尼
fun.
悬案。
I'm excited for
你
that.
怎么知道他之前的种种行为没有他自己的考量和用意在呢？
对，就是你看他靠不靠谱，需要长 长期的观察，对吧？你不能有保护我方定论。同时呢，在战斗中就加拉赫他也拥有保护我方的一些特殊的效果啊。他战绩可以指定我方
skill can target restore their
HP， 对吧？所以他中野技能我们不是回复了啊，我们会使敌方全体陷入一个特殊的负面状态，对敌方进行伤害。当我方的队友也好，自己也好，攻击陷入特殊的负面状态的目标时呢，就能回复一定生命值了。他的那个秘技会立即攻击敌人，然后进入战斗之后，会使敌方全体陷入这种特殊负面状态。在角色设计上面，就是我们其实是去尽量贴近这个角色的一个设计人生和背景的。毕竟它是一个叫火系的丰饶，对吧？然后我们当时在想火系丰饶，然后他看上去就是一个很能打的人，他看上去不像那种可以为你治疗的这么一个人，对吧？所以我们就想他怎么来给队友治疗呢？你用什么治疗法术也好，去那个包扎伤口也好，都不太符合这样的性格。那索性就成年男人嘛，来受到伤害，对吧？喝口苏乐达。
哦，说来喝点是吧？
I've heard have some so good。
我刚才还看到他释放终结技的时候，感觉那个拳套下面手上面会有一些裂痕和伤口，还会迸发出一些像能量一样的感觉。
是的，会有那种小麦饮品燃烧起来的感觉。同时呢，他终结技还能使下一次辅攻获得强化啊。不仅能对敌人造成更强烈的伤害，同时还会使目标攻击降低。
不愧是个治安官，
真的是
Molotov cocktail
全守卫呢。
非常可靠，
太可靠了。我们刚才这段不会听起来很可疑吧？
一点都
为什么会
太可靠了
？So reliable。
我们刚才这段不会听起来
非常可靠，
会可疑。
I would say not reliable。
太刻意了，
不是？
确实。
加拉赫身上还能有什么故事吗？
加拉赫身上有没有故事不知道，但总感觉少基老师你在演示其他角色的神秘故事啊？
有没有可能我说加拉赫没有什么故事的时候，有人就会觉得他身上有故事，但最后他身上真的没有故事，这就是一种反转。
太
我预判了你的预判是吧？
我觉得匹诺康尼的大多数角色都是很真诚的，其中也包括我。就有秘密。
So wait, does Gallagher have a backstory or not? But he has to. They're not gonna throw in a character not give him a backstory. I'm interested.
送给我们今天的3位角色，那他们虽然
may each have secrets, but having secrets doesn't conflict with sincerity, right?
冲突嘛，对吗？
好。带有真神的秘密。
All right, I need to. What banners? What are the banners?
了解完3位角色以后呢，接下来我们还是来看看2.1的 UP 角色以及光追的一些信息吧。在上半版本的跃迁活动中，开拓者可以在卡池中获取限定5星角。
Gallagher. Oh, this is gonna be tough. So Gallagher. All right, who's the other one that's going with Acheron?
行于流逝的案，4星角色加拉赫也会加入本期跃迁。那么在下半版本中，则可以获取限定5星角色沙金和限定光追。
So I can't get. This pisses me off. All right, who's running with Acheron in phase 1 because I might be able to pull for them.
同时，在2.1版本前段，限定5星角色罗刹与
yes. Okay. So for phase 1, I need Lacha's light cone. So I'll pull for that. Hopefully get Natasha's light cone because I don't have Natasha's light cone for some reason. And then I'll pull for Lacha and most likely get Gallagher. And if not, I'm happy to get Lacha again.
光追关的回响获取概率将提升。
Alright, so that's who I'm pulling for in phase 1.
限定5星角色净流和光追此生为剑的获取率提升。1.1版本前
phase 2 I want
活动中，限定5星角色净流追关版本中则可以获取限定5星角色沙金和限定5星角色净流和光追此生为剑的获取率将会提升。此外，在跃迁的卡池中，我们还新增了4星光追2个人的演唱会。
I'll get that.
小时候的星期日啊
It looks like on Sunday.
确实是小时候
Sunday and Robin in their childhood.
跃迁的卡池中，我们还新增了4星存护光追2个人的
I can't wait to get Sunday.
是好，
来导播。
All right, another adventure code. I don't need this.
好，欢迎回来。在我们了解了2.1相关的新剧情以及新角色介绍之后，我们将为
Sorry, I'm just thinking again. I need I need more
大
wishes
家
than I
带
have. I
来
don't have
关于
enough
2.1的新场
wishes.
景，还有一些有趣的活动的介绍。我们也请到了来自项目组的2位新同学。
Trying to get really
来给
lucky.
大家
I've been
打
very
招呼吧。
lucky with my
大家好，
pulls
我是
in
游戏
Genshin
设
and
计
Honkai
主页。
recently. I
大
feel
家
like that
好，我
luck
是
isn't
玩法
gonna
设计乐
hold.
达。
在这个场景下，我就感觉特别想发出一声很酷的哼。不过在正式开始介绍之前啊，
Alright, what
导
is
播
this-
告诉
this
我，
section
匹诺康尼
about?
经典动画形象仓鼠球骑士
Hamster
特意为
Ball
我们
Night
准
has
备了一段
prepared
介
an
绍，
intro
不
for
如我们
us.
先一起看看吧。
Have we met Hamster Ball
Hey
Night?
there, folks beyond the
Oh.
screen. Welcome to Clock Studios HQ.
Oh, I don't like
It's
him.
me, Clocky's trusty sidekick, Hamster Ball Knight.
Oh, I don't like him at
So
all.
today, let me, the most commercially valuable spheroid racer in the history of Penacony, show you the brand spanking new area that's about to open.
Oh, I'm excited for a new area, though.
Go, go, go! Located in Penacony's golden hour, Clock Studios theme park is centered around the beloved animated icons of Penacony. And yes, that means me, the Hamster Ball Knight as well. What's that? You're saying there are other amusement parks out there with rodent characters? This hamster knows nothing about that.
Ooh.
The park is split into 3 themed zones. Clocky Screening Area,
Hamster Ball
Park, and the Hanu Gang Base.
I hope that means we
At
get to see more of
Hamster Ball Park, You'll
Hanu.
find all the tools needed to create your own animation. You'll get to play the role of producer, where you'll film a Clocky spin-off animation starring me, titled Fast and Fury Nuts. Across the way is my good
Interesting.
friend Hanu's area, Hanu Gang Base, where you'll have a chance to produce a spin-off called The Way of Wolf.
Oh, I'm down for that.
Clock Studios theme park features an underground prop warehouse, gardens, and various other settings for guests to discover.
Oh, fun! I love a new setting.
There's also a new section ready to make.
And this
its
is like
debut.
Disneyland. This is yeah.
Light Pavilion. Go,
Okay.
go, go, go! Dewlight Pavilion, located in the moment of morning dew, serves as the headquarters.
Oh, is there
of
more
the
birds
Oak
to
family
discover?
belongs to
Okay.
Mr. Sunday. What's that? You're asking what good stuff Mr. Sunday has stashed away in the pavilion? This hamster knows nothing about that.
How much time is left of this?
Not only are we
God,
adding
I'm only
2 new
halfway
areas,
through.
there's also
Why
a
is this
new
so long?
affection material for fire-type characters called Raging Heart.
Let me
with the
guess.
Path of
Gallagher needs
Preservation
this.
Scattered Stardust trace materials.
Oh, let me
and
guess.
the Path of
Adventuring needs
Abundance
that.
Alien tree seed trace materials. Remember to go butt hunting. And that's all for today, folks. This hamster's off to snag some nuts. See you in the park. And don't forget Hamster Ball Night's motto. Go, 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 go!
感谢
I
充
hate
满活力的
Sim.
仓鼠球骑士。
I hate him so much.
看来我们2.1的新剧情
So
会
version
主要发
2.1
生在
area is
克
going
克
to
里
go
斯
to
乐园，还
two
有
locations.
招
Okay,
公
that
馆
makes
这两个新场景中
sense.
了。
The
是这
theme
样的
park
这两
and
个新场深一层的匹诺考绘的要素，形
看吧，
I feel like I don't really need.
中出过
Ooh,
躲
I'm
避
gonna
对
watch
手的
this
攻击
though.
和路障来完成挑
Oh,
战。
this looks
那
fun.
么这个过程当中触发极限超
Ooh,
车
fun little mini，
拾取
game
补给道具都会积累能量，在能量充满时可以进行冲刺，并获得无敌的状态。那每次挑战之后呢，累积的观众评分达成目标以后，就能领取相应的奖励啦。
哦，拍电影感觉就是类似我们
馆，因为是将包装的
参与者进入到这个
巨大有
冲击力的，
这个就
对不眠之夜的
体验，
听上去还蛮有视觉冲击力的。我想起来了
I don't know. Could it be that the Colossal March 7th and White
那个
Knight?
巨大化3月7就是
这个就等开头
中我们有哪些新
现实生活中
What was that?
巨大有点像
探索的时候也
Oh,
会
oh, okay. So again, it's like Alice in
中
Wonderland.
的酒吧或者说深夜食堂这样的
Mantra
概
the
念而
Dreamlight.
生，常常会有
Oh, so we
顾
make
客往来于
drinks.
此
Okay,
在
that's
加菲的
fine.
匹诺康尼宾
怪物
本他们，但因为被到了一显示并没有按部就班，那么
康尼的西路啊，是吧？
说与看到的加戏，它原本是影响镜正在造出来用来服务的他们自身呢。书翁其实他原本是影响鬼话旧班的成为，那么他打算
路啊，是吧？
书翁他自己其实是觉得这些怪物们本身是能够存在一些情感链接的一个过程情绪。
怎么做？
那么很自然的
Oh,
玩
she's
法概
cool
念会
looking.
选材于现实的主题是怪物酒吧嘛，那么很自然的。
What's up, baby girl? Hold on a second. What? Out here? Go, go, go. I swear, my puppy, she is so needy. All right, let's learn more about
玩
Siobhan.
法概念会选择过程中的感受，
Oh.
开拓者可以制作惊梦特
Oh,
调，
so it's like a little bartend
融合
minigame.
成一杯
That
他
sounds
们
fun.
谈心，解决他们的心结，获取更多的特定自新角色的，在接待众多
After
顾
serving a
客
ton
后，
of
还
customers,
可以
you
有
get to unlock
一
a
次获得
4-star.
特定自新角色的机会。
我听说我们的同学里有人之前曾经做过调酒师是吗？
确实，我们有一位同学，他之前在大学和玩法提供了非常浓厚的设定，是本身的球棒从另外
解除他们的社会人是写照吗？
皮头达皮同学，像是点越多，大家橙汁的德国汽水饮品，发现
概念雏形
有40多杯，
所以无比。这游戏我们的还原鲜活的
惊人故事，
注以后体现多
无污染版赤橙燃魂整合，
好长。
童年回忆无污染版赤橙燃魂神
非
常好理解的。玩家会在战斗中积累战役值，逐步提升战役阶段之后，可以达到一个最高的获得强制机甲增益，获得高评分的关键爆发输出。那么选择合适的增益与队伍搭配呢，都是
怀旧啊。
Oh, I like the little like
创意
非常的像素风，
它本身也所有的
通过沉浸装置对
世界。
Oh, when we're getting a World 9.
前往挑战并通过沉浸装置兑换，
that'll be fun.
无主荒星茨冈尼亚出云显示与高天神国2大全新的位面视频。无主荒星茨冈尼亚是一套适用于对我们
配会更加灵活，这样可以向我们分析。其实我一直很想了解一下模拟宇宙在未来会有一些更新方向，可以向我们分享一下吗？
麋鹿老师其实提到了重点哦。模拟宇宙呢，其实在我们游戏里面承载一个非常重要的一个玩法拓展的定位。我们会持续长线的去更迭它。那从这个版本开始，我们就进行了一些优化，比方说模拟宇宙的第9世界，玩家们是可以直接从难度4就开始挑战的，通关后就可以获得前面所有难度的手工奖励。在这之后，未来还会有一次非常重大的更新啊，它会在2.3版本当中呈现给大家，我们可以先期待一下。
那除了模拟宇宙以外，在2.1版本还有一些其他的更新吗？
有的，我们把委托的一键领取派遣端上来了，可以在界面中更便捷的收取奖励和再次派遣。此外，在2.1版本中，我们还提升了仪器背包的上限，让大家存储更多的仪器。
这个优化就非常的及时啊！我最近的确在研究怎么清理我的仪器，因为真的太容易买了。然后还有什么额外的内容更新吗？
有的，我们每个版本也在迭代应用的小玩法，例如像梦境迷中，在新版本中我们添加了新的谜题，梦境护照也迭代了新的页面，开拓者们可以在2.1版本的新区域收集贴纸，继续记录自己的开拓旅程。而变身哈努兄弟玩法比起之前也进行了新的升级，这次哈努兄弟获得了全新的强力道具，一个威力巨大的火箭筒。之前我们只能躲避石头老板的爪牙，现在可以使用火箭筒进行攻击。如果攻击的时候两个敌人靠得足够近，还会引起连锁反应，掉落更多的子弹。此外，用火箭筒击破场景中散布的烟花筒，还可能会开辟一些意想不到的通路。
就是在未来，我们依旧会持续性的提供符合星穹铁道调性的活动内容，并且尝试更多的玩法体验，作为主线历程外，表达这个世界丰富性的重要一环。
感谢2位老师。了解完版本活动后，我们可以稍事休息，请千万。
All right, another break, another code.
到2.1前瞻特，然后还有一位新
Welcome TT.
还有1个月就马上到我们的伊索仙州，在这1年的时间中，我们和开拓者一起经历了黑塔空间站、
Part of Space Station, Belobog, Dizenjo, and Penacony.
这段故事。22年10月、11月左右的事情，对，特别的是其中再回首图的时候是什么名字？
我还记得中文编辑最早叫南京西路，
西是一个非常，但是全称其实叫南京西路，就用那个氛围，然后就是在几个月的过手了。后面的影业东家族建设基地脚手架的，我们在进行关，所以发在共演概念，用慢放你快的时间，只能看一个角度开发。其实
组在包含天和你清楚，虚构叙述比较奇怪，看到我。看他的日均体力消耗好像是700多
，700 average，
直接整个人震惊了。
这么有意思的事情
到了，就是我们来到匹诺康尼，那我们就是激励让大家都能够融入到之后我们里面的布置城市里面啊，整个梦境所有的迷宫案同学，我们最后给我们的城市里面的布置城市里面啊，整个梦境所有的迷宫里面的常驻的 NPC 全部都给配套了4种情绪，并且每个人都有4套情绪，逼迫我们的配音老
用情绪的苏尔达广告歌是吧？
那其实这都是需要我们东西的工作量，其实是
Oh yeah, the fact that they for NPCs they made
但是看到了版本上之后，大家确实在一些正面的反说还是非常快乐。那其实对于我们这些
外界也独属于他的那样一个 再是钟表把戏了，但可能也一定会去寻找独处。
Alright, so there's new stuff to do in the new world, of course.
考大家准备这个环节呢，都向你们瞒住，请夹在
会被夹断吗？
不会。
What is this?
也许你说谎以后就会哦。
我感觉我的心跳已经超过120，
心跳太痛苦了。会第一个问题。
Alright, here's some questions.
魔女宇宙刷位面视频太痛苦了。会优化吗
？Oh yeah, farming planet ornaments
汉子老师回答一下。
It's annoying to have to do simulated universe, but
做了
yeah.
一些小介绍了嘛。然后既然问到的话，那我这边就稍微透露一下。
你不要一直看心跳啊。
我们确实啊，也觉得目前的那个。
they agree that grinding in the simulated universe is hard.
特别的繁琐啊，所所以呢，在2.3版本我们会优化一些快速刷取位面视频的功能。
optimizing the planar ornament
已经有计划了是吧？
啊，对，有计划。
cool.
这个问题挑的就有点不痛。
Oh, that means that we can just grind for planar ornaments without.
其实好多人都很期待。
我们的小3月什么时候能变身
给大家看看，少杰老师。
我吗？OK， 行啊，这个问题很好回答，有什么不能回答的？对，那3月7作为猎车组的一员，同时也是这个游戏的看板娘，当然一直以来都是备受关注的，而他的身世似乎也预示着3月7身上会有非常大的料，非常大的故事。本身的话，我们会认为不介意把这个过程拉得更漫长一些，但对于喜爱3月7的各个玩家而言呢，可能当下会有一个很不错的好消息，是否还记得我们游戏内有这么一个系统是独属于开拓者的，就是踏上命途。
Oh yeah, he can switch to different paths.
因为星穹铁道一直以来也在做类似的更多关于 RPG 这方面的新的尝试和探索，我们也认为列车组的成员对于这个游戏而言是一种非常特殊的存在，所以我们在24年也打算去尝试做这么一个新的东西，就是对于3月7而言，它也会有类似踏上命途的这样一个独属于它自己的系统，但它的概念可能就并非是踏上新的命途，而是留下回忆。对于这位并不知晓自己从何而来的少女，如今开拓旅途当中，随着一站又一站开过，她在各个不同的地方留下自己的回忆，然后通过这些回忆汲取力量，期待着她在未来某一天，她要于过去创造这种回忆，能够将她推向崭新的未来吧。
心跳太平稳了，怎么就问不出点？这怎么就问不出问题？我觉得应该我们还会再见到廷云吗
？Will we ever see Ting Yun again?
这是一个
That's a very good question.
很好的问题，能换个吗？
不太能，毕竟他们都想知道，对吧？
要不你来回答，廷云不是你设计的吗
？Was Ting Yun decided by you?
能讲吗？
如果
我觉得，
其实因为
Is Ting Yun gonna come back?
那我觉得还是给个正面的回应吧，就也不用很遮遮掩掩的。我想想该怎么说啊？众所周知，其实星穹铁道本身它的主线故事有一个比较重要的色彩，就是它是一个动态发展的故事嘛。我们开拓之旅行过一站又一站，去往一个又一个世界，在解决完一个世界的危机以后，又会前往新的一个星球。但对于开拓旅途而言，无论是我们去过的空间站也好，贝洛伯格还有仙舟，它并没有因为我们在这段旅途的结束，然后它又陷入一个停滞的状态。在我们抵达匹诺康尼之后，这些世界的人们。他们所拥有的生活命运也在悄无声息地继续向前，所以仙舟的故事是否会有新的推进，这个问题是一定的。基本上今年也就是24年内，
Alright, so there's going to be some. I mean, obviously, there's going to be something Bellabog happening. As Sampo
这个问题的第二小问，也就是廷宁的下落。那确实，诚如大家所见，在1.2版本廷宁身上发生了一些事，这一情节也成为了仙舟众多角色命运的转折点。那在之后，仙舟联盟内部会如何看待这件事情？罗弗又会迈向怎样的未来？而巡猎和风暴之间的抗争又会怎样掀开新的篇章？
Yeah, because there's a lot
like
with Lacha.
我觉得也是时候在今年走向他们的下一个节点了。
可以，感觉虽然没有特别具体的消息，但
确定能讲的吗？全部都讲了，够诚意的。现在真的是 有的。
那弹幕
Very cool.
在之前的活动里，我们体验了铺满宠物和猫猫猫这些可爱的小家伙们。未来还会有类似的吗？要么
不管是乌博也好，铺满也好，或者其他的猫猫猫这些生物的喜爱，其实这些反馈我们都已经可能是以后更多的版本我们也会试出更多的就是类似的更加可爱的这些小的 Q 版。
怎么我们总是能在网上看到一些官方还未公布的后续内容？这个问题就
泄露是吧？这个我来回答吧。我觉得
First of all, we must acknowledge the objective fact that the more attractive the content is, the more attention it receives. And therefore, the higher probability of leaks. When something is leaked, its spread becomes even more uncontrollable. Affects both players who want to see it and those who don't.
越大的。当我们
When
在
we're
讲一
telling
个
a
故事的时候，
story,
我觉得除了
what
故
is
事
the most
的
important
内容本身，
thing
最重要
besides
的
the
一件事
content
情是什么？
itself?
是我们讲述的
It's
方
how
式。
we tell
我
it.
们都
We
是
all love video games.
热爱游戏的人，然后我们
When we have some cool, amazing emotional experience from a video
很
game,
帅的情感体验，我们想把
we
它
will
带
want to
给
share
另一个
them
人。
with
这个事
others,
情
but it's a process that
它
requires
需要有
gradual
过程，它需要
progression.
循序渐进，甚至
Even in the
我必
process
须
of
在讲述的
storytelling,
过程当中，
I have to adjust
根据你
my
的反
way
应
of
根
storytelling
据我
based on
们
my
的
audience's
认知，我们
reactions
所
or
彼此
respective
能理解
knowledge
多少，然后
bases.
不断的
All right.
的进能带来什么影响，或者说最大
What's
的
the
影
leak's
响是
biggest
什么呢？
impact?
就
It's
是
that this
这样的一个
process,
过程，这样一个
which
本
should have
应
been
非常
very
美好
pleasant,
的
gets
过程
really
被
interrupted.
粗暴的打断了，甚至于说我们
Sometimes we even see
会
that some
看到一
leakers,
些泄露源有意
whether
或无
intentionally
意
or
的，
not,
他的一些
are creating
并不是那
conflicts
么
because their
恰当
process
的
of
讲述
telling the
方式，
story is
引起了
inappropriate,
分歧，引起了
leading to
非议
discord and
误解
misunderstandings among
还让
players.
许
It
许
causes
多多的
confusion
人
and，
包括我们
disputes.
在内。
Oh, he
我觉
seems
得这
really
就是对
upset
于
by
创作者而言最
these
大的遗
leaks.
憾。
Oh.
2.0 版本已经上线了，那大家都现在都肯定已经知道，无论是角色、剧情、关卡还有玩法，我们准备了反转，以一种最完美的
So yeah, I
对战
mostly try to stay away from
它其实
leaks.
23年9月份的时候，它就没有那么理想，它以一种非常
What leaked
3
out?
年和玩家一起就粗暴的就难去和团队怎么会发生这样的？
我还记得当时
天花的东西，去想一想，是说的这么2句话，叫做就反转本身，我去欣赏，这才是我们10年为当数十年来看，像02，
你这个
很蛮多东西，我还真的就能以我们
我这个摘下来，摘下来，摘下来，各位平时去反馈、感谢、鞭策。
开拓1周年的迎来更新，
青春铁道也即将在游戏，让我们一起来互动新间旅。
Ooh, okay, these are the
这是一
anniversary
个全部
events.
玩家一起参与的活动。那具体是这样的：
Ooh,
开拓
what's
者收到了一
this?
份
A
印有
magical
神奇力量
game.
棋盘，
This
我们将
looks
过往开
like
拓之旅中许多经历、故事都浓缩在了这个小小的棋盘之中。
What game is
开拓
this?
者会从空间站出发，通过投掷
What am I
投子
thinking
的
of?
方式在棋盘
Mario
地图
Party.
前
This
进。
looks just
每
like
天都会
Mario
刷新
Party.
投资的机会，
It looks
在不
fun
同的格子前
though.
进的时候，也会触发各种不同的效果，并能从中
I don't know what it is,
多种
but
玩法当中
I
取
wanna
得
play it.
开拓券。
哦，开拓券。
希望全副玩家都能将，当然开拓者个人有魔法口袋奖励，甚至还有点赞的小功能。
哦，看看大家在棋盘里面刷了多少健康步数是吧？
又有线下 PVP 的环节。
Ooh, I'm excited for
这
this.
是我发现在这个棋盘的格子里面有一些小房子，这是土地格子吗？难道我还可以买什么神策府啊这类地方吗？
Oh, so this
只要有了
is this
开拓
more
者你想买
Monopoly
什么
or
都可以
Mario
当然是仅限在这
Party?
个游戏之内啊。那你购买了以后呢？之后你每投掷1次骰子，你就可
I
以马
guess it's
上
a
获
mix
取
of
这个
both.
对应的
That's fun.
重生至我在新铁当收租房东。
还不止如此啊，出任务
Okay.
比如说你可以让警员御空不到的奇妙的一些组队派遣任务，比如说你可以
Is this
让警员
browser-based
御空
or-
浮选这些仙州的伙伴们
Is
为
this
你打工
in-game?
然后他们也可能会去触发到一些意想不到的结果，可能会给你一些神奇的反馈当然了，除此之外。你在用开拓者可以做出不同的选择，帮助伙伴们做些决定，或者做出一些大胆的尝试这些选择
this looks
最后也
like
可
an
能会触
intense
发一
little
些
game.
意想不到的彩蛋。可能那如果
当你有和平公司优化了吧？地图里面还看到了吉米
和我们的人生
不见，他不会被
Well, yeah, we haven't seen Albert for a while.
那我们觉得就是吉米已经为我们忙碌了1年多了，他为我们带来了非常多的这个版本的内容的前瞻主持。那在这2个版本的话，我们就给他放个假，毕竟他作为有编制的公司员工，那除了主持节目之外，也应该去享受一下他的一个年假。
我觉得
I think there's no need to worry because Albert will be back in the next
因
version.
为下个版本
I do love
我觉得除了
Albert.
吉米，别的人都不太适合来
So
讲。
I'm excited to see Albert again.
让有点期待了啊。
但我们这次是2.1版，比如好运滚滚聊2.1机，可以单抽或3连抽来试手气，获得不同数量的开拓券。在星际和平购物公司也能获取一些增益，或者游玩饼干翻烘焙台等小游戏。
刚刚说的那个单抽或者
No, this isn't game because of the top right.
当然可以，
This is interesting.
只要开拓者对自己的运气足够信心。
Interested to see like all these what all these mini games are like. It looks fun.
有趣的设计就是它有一个有趣的测试，当我们每盘棋局到达终点的时候，会有一份测试问卷。当然很简单，全说过手这些，所以的话，因为无名课都行于开拓，它会根据即便如此，大是吗？对性格出你更像哪一位是一位？
那大家经过了2.0的剧集，过往行域，说到这里的过程中，
一定要玩啊！
到匹诺康尼的时候，大家可以期待一下，在这里有什么样的惊喜会发生。
是更像使者，然后他走过阿基王，
有这个感觉。
民客们献上最真诚的祝福。我觉得在
这是谁
被你搬下去，
担心那个立牌会累，所以我只是。
哎，老波
All right, let's see what this is. I hope I didn't skip over anything important. Oh, it's Dawei. He's back. Dawei is here. Welcome, Dawei.
大伟哥坐。
就你小子把我立牌拿走
So
了
you're
是
the
吧
ones who shoved my signboard away.
其实除了刚刚提到的活动之外呢，我们还为开拓者们
other
准备了一些内容，
even
就
more
由大伟哥跟我们一起
content.
宣布吧。
Oh my god, 4.5 feels so dry compared to
分裂
this.
两个活动啊，也将迎来周年特别版本。
没错，义气迎接与位面分裂
300% rewards.
挑战成功即可获得3倍的奖励。
Ooh, I like this.
义气迎接与位面分裂300%，挑战成功即可
Ooh,
获
I
得
do
400。
like this.
在2.1版本啊，开拓者可以通过周年庆专属的庆典助理活动，以签到的方式获取20连抽，
do I have right
并且啊
now?
在4月26日当天啊，我们还会通过邮件为开拓者寄出
600
1600星球，
that's worth 10.
共同庆祝星穹列车驶航
So we
1
get
周年。
30 pulls
希
this
望这
patch.
种欢
That's
乐能与
fun.
每一位开拓者共享。
1周年快乐
Happy anniversary
没错
indeed.
除此之外呢，在2.1版本
After
更
the
新之后
2.1
捕获梦华的界面呢，也进行了首充双倍重置。
我们为开拓者们整理了可以参与的周年庆活动，请开拓者们查收。和我们一还有一个大家期待已久的消息，让我们有请列车长上台和我们一起宣布吧。
I'm gonna be spending money, aren't I? Oh, it's Pom
我们的列车长
Pom.
在过去的1年里来到了前往哪些地方呢？就有请帕姆
Let's
来
have
为我
Pom
们。
Pom do what? What is Pom Pom gonna do? I love Pom Pom.
帕姆，你这个背后怎么还有个东西？这是什么？
这好像是列车长的行程单。
既然这样，
Itinerary.
那我们就来宣布一下
This year's
今年的列车
express
时
schedule.
刻
What does
表
that
吧
mean?
首先，崩坏新冲铁道周年盛典沉浸互动展现已开放，我们准备了空间站、贝洛伯格、仙州、匹诺康尼4个展区。开拓者足不出户就能到场打卡，快来线上体验夹娃娃机、幸运转盘、互动拿大奖吧！
That
欢
looks
迎各位开拓
fun.
者前来体验。
而趁着周年的契机，我们也会在全球各地举办线下庆典和
So
联
there's
动
gonna be
活动。
events
一些目
everywhere.
前可公开的信息包括洛杉矶欢庆 Party、
Los Angeles, I don't live near
嘉
there.
香港海洋乐园嘉年华、
Hong Kong,
柏林新间旅行社、
Berlin,
巴黎
Taipei,
主题展览，以及日本地区的嘉年华和铁道特别企划等线下周年活动，
Japan,
还有巴西的 We Coffee、韩国的
Brazil,
普洱炸鸡。首尔的3星企业店联动活动，以及日本的罗森便利店、
New York, Philly, those are the two closest cities to me.
周年联动活动。
更多详细信息也请期待后续的官方情报。此外，崩坏新冲铁道2024世界巡回展览即将正式启程。
LA
今年星球
again,
列车也将造
Paris,
访世界
Taipei,
多地
Tokyo,
的展会，
Cologne,
欢迎各位
Bangkok.
开拓者们加入我们的全
Give
新
me
旅程。
New
在
York.
周年之际，崩坏星穹铁道2024年度创作者大赛多元宇
looks
宙
cute,
掠
though.
影也即将开启。
I love
作
the
为全
art.
年规模最大的创作，各大智力
3D 社群挑战发
Having
起者
dreams
潘
to
切
render
创作
challenge.
另外，由 Hellfire 举办的 Sparkle
What
爵
is
士音乐之夜。
this? Does Gallagher know how to play the saxophone? I'm happy about that.
也即将登场。
Ooh,
在
do I
匹
get
诺
to
康
see
尼的某处
Gallagher
一
play
场梦境绑架案
jazz?
正在发生。
最后，崩坏星穹铁道演唱会正式定档2024年
Oh,
5
there's
月
a
1
concert.
日在上海
That's
进行
fun.
演出，并在线上同步进行全球直播。
我们也期待士们的道路上，我们不断之旅
目标。
Oh, yay. Happy first anniversary to all Trailblazers. Happy anniversary. I have, there was a few months where I definitely fell off of this game, but I'm really enjoying 2.0 so far. I like Penacony a lot more than I liked the Xianzhou LeFou. Bye-bye. Oh, I don't like that little hamster, though.
在节目结束之后，我们也对参与节目的一些嘉宾进行了一些采访。不如我们先听听茶杯老师想说什么吧。好像茶杯老师没有什么想说的，那我们不如再问问大伟哥。
What is this?
怎么大伟哥也无话可说？算了，我们来问问烧鸡。看来已经凉了，那算了。
These guys are so funny. All right, wait. I just want to go back and look at the
failure. Need to explain
the trailer just one more time.
特别节目3、2、1 Action.
And then we're gonna jump over to Pentiment.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side.
Ooh.
Surely I don't need to explain too much to you.
Ooh, make me a drink, Galaga.
Here's to you, sober one, with this glass of a dream within a dream.
It's only when the sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clearer.
Hello, Raiden Shogun. I mean, Acheron.
This is where it ends.
Hot. Lover.
Plot Studios theme park, most popular entertainment center in Pentiment. The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way.
All this free time, why not make the most of it with a game?
Okay.
High stakes,
high rewards.
All or nothing. Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create
us fighting him as an enemy. It looks like Acheron fights him too, which is interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to unveil your cards?
Who's that? So much. All right, at the end of the day, I'm just excited. 2.1 looks great. It's gonna be a great time. And I'm super excited for it. So let's get back to the main thing I wanted to do today, which was play some Pentiment. So let me change my shit. Bum 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 bum. Solved a Renaissance murder mystery. Pentiment. And I'll change that. Perfect. That's for drag queen, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so yes, I am Scholastica, the Ren Fair drag queen VTuber, and I am here, and we are about to play a game that I have been really enjoying so far, even though I'm not sure I convicted the right person. But you know what? Gotta keep going. So, we convicted the prior French for the death of the Baron Rothvogel. It does seem like there was some other stuff going on behind the scenes, but Prior French was the guy I was willing to sacrifice in order to save my friend Piero. It's been 7 years. This is my first time back to the village since then. I have my page. I forget what his name is, but he's with me. I'm a successful artist now, even though I apparently hate my life. And it looks like Otto, our old friend Otto, is leading like a revolution against the abbey. So there's a lot of things happening in town and Tassing. And of course we're here to witness it. So Let us do just that. I can't remember where I'm supposed to be going. Andreas, you're back in Tassing. Did I already do this part? Just for a few days, I want to pay my respects for Brother Piero. Oh yes, Brother Piero, what a talent with color. I already had this conversation. I'm just gonna skip because I remember encouraging him. Blah blah blah. I'm just skipping all this part because I've already had this conversation. Blah blah blah. Slow start today. I'm gonna encourage him to go after that lady again. This is what I did before. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, yes, this is the exact same combo I had before. Cool, cool, cool. And then after this, I stopped. Because Holden was live. Alrighty, so let's look at the map. What am I supposed to be doing right now? I just want to explore for a little bit and see if there are still people I can talk to. Like, who's in the bakery? How are the bakery people doing? Hello, Gret. God bless you, Andreas. I'm thankful you returned to Tassing after so long. We prayed so fondly for you after you left. Thank you, Gret. I've been keeping Tassing in my prayers as well, though it doesn't seem to have done much good. Ah, that's right. You were at Otto's speech earlier. Yes, Tassing's peasants are struggling, and now even we townsfolk are pinched by the abbot's new restrictions. I worry about my husband. He's getting too involved with the whole business. What Gernot was doing to Tassing is wrong, and Otto is standing up to him. That's what Ulrich says too. I love my husband sometimes, but sometimes I worry that he focuses too intently on the details. He does not see that he may be both prudent and Christian. I pray that I'm not acting selfishly, but the abbot's taxes have affected us too. What about Anna's future? Ulrich has been offering credit to Peter for years, which I've accepted, but now we can only bake so much bread a week before we go hungry ourselves. Can you talk to him, Andreas? Of course, Gret, but I can't promise I'll change his mind. God bless you, Andreas. That's all I ask. Alright. Hello, Master Andreas. Alright, talk to Gret. Anybody else on the screen? Oh, it's Lucky. Andreas, back in Tassing, I see. I came to visit the grave of Brother Piero and pay my respects. Your friend, didn't mind him, was a proper Christian. He was a kind man. God rest his soul. Hope he gives us some peace too. Troubled times. I assume you're referring to Otto's speech. Won't end well. Life's getting harder for everyone, but if this shit goes on, there will be backlash. A bloody one. Don't like the abbot coming for my fishing rights, but I will make do. I'm not sure if their lives are comparable to ours. I work for my wages like any man, Andreas. We work, we don't complain. It's not Christian. I suppose. How's your family doing during these troubling times? We're fine. Agnes is fine. Brigitte and Martin are fine. Martin's become far more responsible a man after his return. I just wish, never mind. Raise eyebrow quizzically. Sigh. I wish Wolf The baby died. Oh, I mourn the boy all these years later. I hope he take up my mantle. I wanted to pass on my knowledge and trade. I'm sorry, Lucky. I really am. Yeah. Perhaps Brigida will have another while I live. She seems happy enough with Martin. I'd love to hear the patter of small feet again. A boy to hold a chisel and mallet. A little stonemason make his grandfather proud. I hope your wish comes true. God willing. Enough idling now. Got things to do. Until later, Andreas. Until then. Oh, I can't believe the little boy died. I liked that little boy. Alright, let's talk to Agnes. Oh, Andreas, how good it is to see you again. And who's this? Hello, Agnes. This is my assistant, Caspar. What a hale-looking boy. And you, Andreas, you look very well. Why are you tassing? I came to pay respects to Brother Piero's grave. Oh, of course. I'm sure the brothers appreciated that. The last few years have been difficult for everyone. We've lost so many. Yes, I heard Bert and Marie had passed. Tragic. Yes, poor Klaus. I hope you've stopped in to talk to him. He sent you letters. Yes. Anyway, I won't burden you with all of the Tassing's troubles. It's been good to see you again, Andreas. Until later. Until then. So much death. Ooh, what is happening here? The rot house construction is going smoothly. I wonder if they'll finish it before winter. Whose house is this now? Oh, this asshole. Werner. Yes? I thought he would have left by now. Oh, Andreas Mahler. How unexpected. I'm very busy at the moment. Another time. Later then. Asshole. I mean, it seems like he's actually built a clinic. I'm surprised. I thought he hated all the people here. Isenkopf house. Do I know the Isenkopfs? Who's this man? Salutations, you must be that wonderful artist, no? Master Andreas Mahler, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Alistair Isenkopf at your service, but call me Baltus, please. It's much more familiar. A pleasure, Baltus. Have you been in Tassing long? Oh, just a few seasons. My cart broke down and I found the place so charming I decided to stay. I enjoy the quiet, but I must say, I do miss the company of other intellectuals. Usually that good Dr. Stoltz and I whittle the hours away in the evenings. So naturally, when I heard a well-known artist had returned, I was beside myself. I'm always pleased to meet a like-minded individual. What do you do? I'm an inventor of sorts. Really? What do you make? All sorts of things, young man. Mechanical clocks of all sizes, metal mice that skitter about, even light without flame. Truly impressive, Baltus. Thank you, Andreas. I know a fellow artist such as yourself would appreciate my work. Ah, well, I'd best get back to it. You know how it is for us, for you, called to a higher art. Good luck, Baltus. Until later. Alright, so we're meeting new people. Alright. Back to Central Town. I went to the Steinhauser house. Can't go back to the Druckers. Did I see everything in the town commons? Oh, I guess not. Oh, there's Otto. Eva. Hello, Andreas. Andreas? So, Otto, sign from God? Oh, right. I found something just a few days ago. This will sound crazy, but I found St. Moritz's head. What's his head? Are you sure? Shh. Yes, I'm sure. All right, I can't say anything more until St. John's Day. Then everyone will know. Who else knows about this? Only those who need to know. And you, of course, feel lucky? Absolutely. Good. Until later, Andreas. So we found a head. Where did you just find a head? Oh, look at the baby. Oh, girls fight ever. I've been like listening to that song so much. Or not listening to that song, I've been watching that show so much. It just came onto Netflix and it's actually pretty good. Girls Five Ever. I'd recommend it if you haven't given it a shot. Hello again, Andreas. We're about to sit down to supper. Care to join? I want to walk around a bit more. I'll be back soon. Peter, hello, Andreas. Hello, Andreas. Ursula. Oh, I can talk to Ursula. Hello. Hello, Ursula. Do you remember me? No. Should I? No, you were very young when I was last in Tassing. I boarded in your parents' house. Oh, the artist, Andreas, right? Cough, cough. Mom and Dad sometimes talk about you. They said you went away for more training. What was that like? Well, while I was in Paris, I learned a new oil technique. No, not about that. The art, Andreas, about your travels. All right, all right. I was traveling along the Seine one night, and I heard a ghostly wailing out over the water. A ghost? That's what I feared, but some fellow travelers told me it was a Melusine. She was a fairy princess who married a count on the condition that he never violate her privacy. One day, he hid her in her private chamber to observe her while she bathed. Rude. Cough. Oh. Melusine thought the same thing. She shrieked, turned into a dragon, and flew away, never to return. And on lovely nights, you can hear her wailing over the waters of the Seine. When I get married, I'm never going to let my husband look at me when I'm taking a bath. Andreas, can I ask you something? Of course. Do you know the stories about Perchta and the Wild Hunt? I know the, Of course, I lived in Switzerland for a while. They believe in Perchta too. They call her Dame Hulda, where I stayed, in Basel. Why? Are they bad? Cough, cough. Oh, why are all the children sick and dying? I mean, I know that's what happened back then. People say my grandpa used to talk about Perchta and spirits and charms. And the old woman, Ottilia, she talks about them too, and says all these words I don't understand. She told me they're part of the old ways or something. So why do you think they're bad? Well, my dad says that I shouldn't listen to any of it. He said it's nonsense and that Father Thomas would be mad. He said he only tolerates it with old people because they're too stuck in their ways. I don't want to get into trouble, but Ottilia says if I don't learn the old ways, they'll just be forgotten. Why are you asking me? I'm afraid if I ask someone else, they'll tell my dad, or worse, Father Thomas. Asshole. So, are they bad? Cough, cough. No, they're not bad. You should learn what you can while you can. Really? Yes, it's important for you to carry on the stories and knowledge of your ancestors. Oh, that makes sense. Cough. Thanks, Andreas. Until later. This little girl better not die. Hello, Andreas. Good to see you back in town. Hello, Veronica. How have you been? Oh, you know, pulled every which way. Mom's been a cow about when I'll give her grandchildren. As if I'm not doing enough work already. You shouldn't rush something as important as children. That's what I keep telling her. Maybe you should talk to her, Andreas. If it comes from someone as successful as you, maybe she'll pay attention. Anyway, I should get back to work. We're all preparing for the festival. I'll leave it to you. I'll leave you to it. Until later, Veronica. See you, Andreas. Should I talk to Clara now? Is she the one I need to talk to? Yeah, I do want to walk more. I'll be back. I just want to check out all the townsfolk and see how they are doing since I last was here. I really do appreciate that you get to come back and, like, meet everybody again. Andreas Mahler, didn't expect to see you back in Tassing. You look like you've done well for yourself. Thanks, and how have you been? Things went well for a while after you left. Widow Kemperin lost her land, and the abbot let us work it. My brother's heart gave out not long after, but then Martin came back to help work the land. Even so, it's been hard to keep up with the abbot's demands, the taxes, and everything else. Sounds like a lot of people are upset with the abbot these days. They have good reason to be. I know you didn't get on well with that man either. Father Matthias never let things get this bad. Anyway, good to see you, Andreas, even if you are just passing through. Until later. Say hi to Hans. Hey, Andreas, heard rumor you were back. Hello, Hans. Meet Casper, my apprentice. Hello. Hello. Are you from Nuremberg like Andreas? I'm from Salzburg. Is that very far from here? Not too far, I think. A few days to the east on horseback. I've never been outside of Tassing. Or ridden a horse. I don't think it's a shithole. Tassing's a wonderful place to live. I guess some of the men in town say it would be better if the Abbey weren't around. They might be right about that. What do you think? I don't know. It could be nice to have a change. Be careful what you wish for. Change does not come peacefully in the Empire. I guess we'll see. Until then, Hans. Let's talk to Hetty. Oh, she's just saying hello. Look at these dumb little duckies. Oh, Brigitte. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Brigitte. How are you? As well as anyone can be in Tassing right now. Looks like things are going well for you. Martin returned after all. Yes, the winter without him was excruciating. I lost little Wolf, and Kat was worried that she'd lose the farm after France died. Oh. But then Martin returned, and he's provided well for us since. Despite the tightening restrictions, we've gotten by. I'm thankful. I'm sorry to hear about Wolf. Thank you. I try not to think about it. Nod regretfully. Kat wants to talk about him all the time, you know. Any night there's clear skies, she looks up and asks if I ever wonder how he is up there. That must be excruciating. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Andreas. I can't talk about this anymore. I'm sorry I brought him up, Brigitte. You didn't know. It's all right. It's been good to see you again, but I should be going. Until later. Until then. I'm sorry, Brigitte. I just wanted to... So this is the widow's old land. I'm still wondering. I don't think she did anything. Did Martin do something? Can't go any more this way. I do like how they, like, faithfully drew the pigs. Andreas Mahler, good to see you again after all these years. And you as well. What have you been up to? You look like you've done well for yourself. Art, I lived and worked in France for a few years. And people here think I'm well-traveled because I've been to Ulm. Though I supposed I have a lot of adventures for a country boy. What happened to you anyway? Oh, right. You know, I stole some of the Baron's things. I didn't make it far with them. I tried to sell them in Wowgao and I got robbed. Serves me right, I guess. Luckily, they didn't find the coins I was carrying. The money carried me around Bavaria for another month and a half. Then I started stealing. I grew bigger and more confident over time and became a highwayman. You're lucky you didn't get killed. And that's what made me quit in the end. I had a partner for the last year of my adventures. We tried to rob some Italians. We thought they were merchants traveling under the banner of St. George. They were not. They were soldiers guarding the property of an Italian bank. My partner didn't survive the encounter. I was wounded and alone in the wilderness. I thought of my father, my mother, Brigitte. I realized I couldn't remember Wolf's face anymore. I had to come back and take up the responsibilities I had left behind. Was coming back difficult? It was. It felt like I had stepped out of another life into this one. It took me a while to get used to everything, to remember how things used to be. It's all in the past now. Just need to look forward. That was quite a speech you gave back at the Commons. He needs support. The townsfolk aren't as committed to opposing the abbot. They have less to gain and more to lose if the abbot chooses to get the Duke involved. Anyway, I have to get back to work. Good talking to you, Andreas. All right, until later. Martin seems like he grew up, and I'm proud of him. Andreas Smiler. Hello, Kat. Well, would you look at that? You are back in Tassing. And look at you, you've done well for yourself. And who's this? Kat, please meet Caspar, my apprentice. Hello. He's got the posture of an artist, that's for sure. Good strong face, though. I do? What brings you back to Tassing, Andreas? Just passing through on the way to Nuremberg. I saw Martin earlier. I must say, I was surprised to see him. That's right, he disappeared when you were last in town. Franz passed a few winters ago, then Wolf. Brigitte and I nearly lost the farm, and our mines. But Martin returned shortly after, and he's proved to be a changed man, a good man. He saved us from destitution. I'd been wondering where Wolf was. I'm so sorry, Kat. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. There's nothing to say, is there? He was a good boy, a sweet, good little boy. The stars dimmed when he passed. But that was years ago now. I try not to dwell on it, to be strong for Brigitte, and to find solace in the knowledge that he is with God now. Times may be hard in Tassing right now, but God truly does answer our prayers. I'm glad you and your family are well, Kat, despite everything. Thank you, Andreas. It truly is good to see you again, even in the midst of such terrible times. Until later, Kat. I've been to the town commons. Oh, should I talk to... Did I talk to Father Thomas already? Oh. Apparently I can only say God bless you to him. Oh, Attilia! You're that artist who came here a few years ago, around the time of the murder. True, I came to pay my respects to Brother Piero at the Abbey. One of the monks, I'm not too fond of the Holy Brothers, or Sisters, the lot of them. Do you work for Father Thomas? Work for? I'm his slave. I clean this damn church and keep his house so I have a roof over my head. Around the time the Baron was murdered, I lost my home. That bastard, the abbot, took it from me. Now I have to rely on the charity of the church. I hated the church as much as the abbey. I wish there were a hell so I could send a lot of those holy men there. I understand. You don't. You can't. No matter. Alright, well, I'll see you later. Fine. Oh. A painting of the Virgin Mary. What does the labyrinth symbolize? I wonder if that crazy lady's still in the... walls. Let's go up to the mill and see... Hi, Elsie. No, Elsie's not saying anything. Anton. Hello, Master Mather. Carl's not saying anything. Oh, Martha. I can talk to Martha. Hi. Hello. Are you Helena's daughter? I'm Martha. I'm Andreas. Nice to meet you. All right. I'm gonna go. Andreas Mahler. I never thought I'd see you back here again. I came to pay my respects to Brother Piero. I'm sorry. I didn't know the man, but I heard others speak well of him. How have you been, Helena? Well, little Martha managed to survive since your last visit, thank God. But lately, not so well. You must know about the taxes we have to deal with. Otto is trying to make the abbot see some sense, but I'm worried he's playing with fire. Carl and Peter and the other farmers support him, but it's dangerous to provoke the Duke. Anton's still too young to get mixed up in this, and we have Martha to look after now. It seems like the peasants can't really survive with the way things are. It's going to be hard winter for certain. But I take a skinny husband over a dead one. I pray nothing happens to him. Now then, I best get back to my work. Until later, Andreas. So it seems like a lot of the women are just very concerned for their husband, their children, their lives. And the men, which, I mean, like, I understand. They're trying to do better for everyone. Andreas, welcome back to Tassing. Hello, Lenhart. How's the mill? Sturdy as ever, just like me. You look well. Not stuck with the Gertners this time, eh? No, I'm staying at the Golden Hand. The Gertons are lovely people, Lenhart. I didn't want to burden them, as I'll only be here a few days. Heh, whatever you say. You have such a curious fascination with the peasants. Probably because you don't have to deal with them as often as the rest of us. Anyway, you should come by sometime. I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss. Good day, Andreas. Good day. I am being nice to everybody today. Hello, Master Mahler. Hello, Paul. Meet Casper, my assistant. Oh, hello. Do you work with Master Mahler? Have you done real art? I guess? I've been doing sketches of Tassing while we're here. All the art created from the artist's heart is real art, Paul. You don't need fancy paints or canvases to be an artist. You think so? Sure. How's your art going? Shh. Not where Dedekin here. Oh, right. How's the art going? Haha, I've been practicing a lot more. Klaus even showed me a big book full of prints. He said they used a technique called woodcutting. Have you ever done woodcutting, Master Mahler? No, I spent most of my time learning the finer techniques of oil painting. I wish my dad would change his mind about art. Maybe one day, Paul. You never know. I hope so. I should get back to helping my dad. See you later, Master Mahler. See you, Caspar. Until then. Hi, little puppy dog named Staub. Oh, it's just a cute little pooty. Just a cute little poopy dog. I think I already stopped by the Roman ruins. Interesting, I can't look here again. Alright, let's go back to the meadow. So I visited the area around the farms. Killian. I already said hello to Killian, I think. Nico. I'm trying to talk to everybody I can before I move on. Because it's been a while since I saw all these lovely people. Hello, Hana. Room is sparse compared to what I'm used to. I'm trying to be a good guy through all of this. Like, I know I'm back. I'm probably going to be a dick to the priest, though. I don't like the priest. I can go in the forest still. I think I've already been to the shrine. I can't believe that they made it so that you can't gather wood anymore. Fucking priests. I think I already stopped here. God, I wonder who's gonna die this time. This. With Father Grenot's new restrictions, the townsfolk can't even gather sticks without a fee. Brother Waslav used thyme in almost all the Abbey's cooking. Maybe it grows so easily here. Is Smokey still alive? Oh, hello, Master Mahler. You're looking well. Thank you, Smokey. How are you? well enough, I guess. Vaslov went his way a few years ago, which I suppose was bad to happen. I miss the company sometimes, but now there's no one to keep me from my gossip. No one to tell it to either. Have I missed much? Heh, the things I could tell you since you left Tassing. We'd be here till Kingdom Come. Oh? I did see another Imperial Reichs post. Courier ride from the Abbey a few days ago. Brother Guy dropped the bag once. It looked heavy. The Abbey must be doing better than the Abbot is letting on. I heard the Abbey was struggling with its funds. Curious, isn't it? The couriers arrive once or twice a month. Those little bitches. Doesn't help that the Abbot has tightened restrictions so close to St. John's Eve, too. The townsfolk get up to all sorts of mischief then. What sort of mischief? I'd wager Johann and Kat will find some corner to play in again. Was that bad? It's practically tradition at this point. Veronica and Brigitte may go out for a midnight dip by the waterfall, too. They've been swimming out there for years. Now everyone's getting clever, trying to stay out from the Abbot's eye. Rightly so. He's an ass. I didn't see you in the town commons during Otto's speech. Aren't you standing with the peasants? Well, their cause doesn't really affect me, does it? I'm as worried as anyone about the soldiers rushing through here, but the new taxes and restrictions don't bother me. I understand why they're upset, but I've been doing fine out here with less than they have. Nothing will change for me if they get their way. I see. Ah, well, enough of that. Thanks for stopping by, Master Mallor. Until then, Smokey. Until then. And that goes back to the church. Can I stop in the church now, or is it too early? Guest house is locked. Abbot house is locked. Well, it's forever. Shrine is locked. Convent Garden is locked. Yeah, I can't go anywhere. Alright, that's fine. Alright, I think I just have to have lunch right now. I think that's the only thing I can do. So I'm going to go back to the Gertners and see how they're doing. Now that I've caught up with everybody around town. Friends forever. Which is not that path. This path. Let's have lunch. Hello again, Andreas. We're about to sit down to supper. Care to join us? It would be my pleasure. It's truly a blessing to have everyone back together again, if only briefly. Keep an eye on that boy of yours, Andreas. See that he minds how much he takes. Young boys eat too goddamn much. Peter, stop that. Andreas is our guest. Why don't you lead us in grace? Fine. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. We pray again for our beloved Christine, gone now these many years, and also for my father, taken from us by the merciless greed of that bastard abbot. Peter. Forgive me, Lord. And please help me to forgive those who have wronged us. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen, 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 amen. 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 Master Andreas, why are we the only ones with bread? Quiet, Casper. Andreas, it's good to have you at our table again. And with another guess, is this young man your assistant? Caspar, yes, he's my apprentice. Ah, that would explain why I saw him writing that little journal. I remember you did the same thing when you lived here. Do you still draw in your journal, Andreas? I prefer to spend what little free time I have in books these days. He likes those really spooky ones. Ha ha ha, the Gertners really don't want to hear about that, Caspar. You mean like ghost stories? Cough, cough. Oh, Ursula! Humph, how nice that you have the time. And we toil all day, and that despicable abbot is starving us all while he sips on his sacramental fucking wine. Lay off him, Dad. He's only just got here. I don't want to eat the bread because it makes me feel bad. Have the fates been treating you these last few years? Cough. Ugh. God is testing us with another hard season, I'm afraid. You must have noticed that Peter's father is no longer with us. The winter after you left was a difficult one. With all of the taxes we owed, it was hard to make ends meet. We didn't. Oh my god. Did I kill him? We didn't make ends meet. All because I was a dick to... a little kindness from the abbot could have spared us, but no. I'm sorry. Sorry? Why? You don't control the abbot's cruel heart. Anyway, the debt was my responsibility to pay, and I failed. And this year, the whole family's been ill, Andreas. Peter, Ursula with an ag. An aug? And me, well, Clara lost a child in child bed a year ago now. Do you have any idea what the cause might have been? Andreas. It's all right, Veronica. Atticus suggested it might have been a fright I was given during the flood. She was nearly swept away in the flood. Then the child came early. Atticus tried her best to save him, but he had a deformity of the skull and didn't live long. It was... Surely the child is with the Lord now. The Lord doesn't seem to look our way any longer. That's why it's time for us to take matters into our own hands. We're eating, not at the table, do you think? Please, can we not talk about this now? Jorg here was married while you were away, Andreas. Really? To whom? To me, Andreas. Why else do you think I'm here? Of course, you two make a good match. Jorg has been good to me. There aren't many other options in Tassing anyway. It's been a couple springs, but I'm still not used to being married. Congratulations, Jorg. I'm happy for you. Thanks, Andreas. It's been our one blessing in a dark season. With children soon to come, I hope. Ha 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 ha. What? I don't get it. Cough. Do you? Oh, Caspar. Oh, forget it, Ursula. What have you been up to, Andreas? What should I say? My life seems so far from theirs now. I can't think of anything. Nothing but my miserable little problems. Foreign patrons are fussy, and I've spent a fortune trying to keep my inks wet and canvases dry while traveling. Christ, Andreas, you're living like a king compared to us. What is it like to travel? Cough, cough. You must have seen so much. Cough, cough. Ursula, maybe you should excuse yourself and rest. You're sick. But Mom, I'm so hungry. Here, Ursula, you can have mine. It's not fair that nobody else got any bread besides Mr. Andreas and me. Stop! Ursula, give it back to him. I'm not going to have people in this town saying we can't feed our goddamn guests. Besides, we all have work to get back to, don't we? Good. Time to get back to it, Andreas. We'll see you and your boy later. My apologies, Peter. We don't mean to overstay our welcome. It's all right, Andreas. He's just in a bad mood. It was lovely to see you again. Yes, thank you for coming, Andreas. Will you be staying at for St. John's Eve? I think so. Good. Hopefully we'll see you later. Until then. It's sleep time. Oh, poor Peter. Or poor Caspar. He seems like a sweet little boy. I don't know why I'm going this way, but I want to see. Yeah, no buddy at the... Oh, yes, she is there. The sins of Saul. The sins of Saul. Master, did you hear that? It sounded like someone crying out. I think it's Sister Amelie. She's a mystic. She may be having one of her visions. Sister Amelie, are you all right? The Philistines. This is the hand of God. Compline, compline. 8 p.m. Sister, is something happening at Compline? It's Compline right now. No! Sister Amelie. You're the artist, Andreas. Are you all right, sister? I'm tired. Was I talking? You were having a vision. You mentioned the sin of Paul, the Philistines, and Compline. Ooh. Oh, I wish Father Thomas were here. Would you like Caspar to go get him? If you could, yes. His house is just around the corner. Caspar, run and get Father Thomas. Yes, Master Andreas. Your son? My apprentice, but I think of him like a son. He seems eager to please you. I feel his devotion is misplaced in me. He sees you as a father, and he wants to honor you as any Christian child should. But as Paul told the Ephesians, fathers must not provoke anger in their children through ill treatment. I have little advice for mothers and fathers that does not come from Scripture. My world is one of spirit, decoupled from the march of life and death. I see and hear your world turning from this little window, but they are mercifully small glimpses. You chose a difficult life. The life is not difficult, but the choice was. My life belongs to God, and its trials are mine to endure in this cell. Your world is the world of normal lives and normal thoughts. It can be difficult to hear the divine, much less make sense of it. I have no ill will to be part of that world. I strive to have no will at all, but to subordinate myself to the will of God. When my will is His will, He graces me with visions, confusing though they may be. To join your will, to be intimate with Jesus as though He were your wedded husband. That is a bold thing to say, Master Mahler. Where did you hear that? I read it in a book written by an English mystic. I had someone make a translation for me. I am glad you have an interest in spiritual matters, but these are not words to speak lightly, no, nor ideas to speak lightly of. The revelations we experience can be terrifying to us and to those who witness us experiencing them. They are not dreams, but waking visions of the greatest divine forces. I'm sorry, I did not mean to offend you. I am not offended. But it is difficult for us to communicate these experiences through the written word. Sister, what is that hole in the ground? My grave? That seems macabre. I dug it before Father Thomas read me my funeral rites, before I was enclosed here. I dig a little more in it each day. Most people find it shocking, but this is my devotion, my vocation. Once someone finds their calling, they must answer it fully. Of course, how could we do otherwise? We all find ways to stray, by inches or feet. We all have our own course to find through this life, but we all end in the same place. I just had to face this reality earlier than most. Is your calling in question, Andreas? Is your life? Both, I think. I've lost my love. My love for art, love for family, love for anything. The last 7 years have been hard. It was all too much for me. Don't lose hope, Andreas. The human heart is no small thing. It can hold so much. Augustine? Andreas, thank you for sending Caspar. She asked for you. Are you all right, Sister Amelie? Yes, Father. I may have had another vision. Andreas said I spoke of the sin of Saul, Philistines, and Compline. What do you think it means, Father? Andreas, Caspar, could you excuse us? We appreciate your help, but I must tend to her now in the church. Of course, Father. Good evening. God bless you both. Master Andreas, I'm confused. What did that all mean? I'm not sure, but the last time I heard Sister Amelie have a vision, it was just before the Baron was murdered. What? Do you think... Could Sister Amelie be receiving warnings? It's possible, yes. If someone's going to be murdered, how do we stop it? We just have to keep our eyes open and our wits about us. Come, Caspar, let's retire for the evening. The second vision. Oh no, who's gonna die this time? Can I say goodnight to anybody? Is everyone's in bed? Guess it's sleepy times. Aww. Sleepy times. Matan. Lord and then Prime. Meet Illuminata at the library. Oh, it'll be great to see Illuminata again. Did you drop this, Caspar? No, I don't think so, Master. Another note by the same person. The script looks beautiful, Master Andreas. Did you write that? You were warned. Warned? What does that mean? Warned about what? It has to do with the murder that happened the last time I was here. How? I thought they caught the murderer. Yes, but it's complicated. Let's head up to the library, Caspar. All right, Master. Ooh. Very superstitious. Writing on the walls. Ooh. Now, do I actually go there, or is there, like, other stuff to explore first? I'm just gonna, like, try talking... Oh, I can't even talk to Father Thomas. Can I talk to Otto? Or Klaus, I mean? He's not talking to me. I mean, I think I've talked to everybody I should talk to. Except for maybe the, Hootie Wuddies. I don't know if I should try talking to the, Gertners. After our awkward meeting. I wonder whose handwriting that is. Well, there's Guy. Andreas. Brother Guy, what are you doing out here? Father Gurnot has asked me to inform the townsfolk that the shrine is closed. Closed? With everything going on? Whatever for? Father Abbot has ordered that we bring the hand into the church. The pilgrims are still welcome to come in and visit the relic, but it is off limits to the townsfolk. What? Why? The abbot has had enough of the peasants and townsfolk rebelling against the abbey. He is the rightful lord. The abbot has been more than generous, but he will not let this 12 articles drivel pass. The abbot refuses to leave the relic at risk of destruction. The hand of St. Moritz is the only thing keeping the abbey open. So he's punishing the town further. So this is about money. The pilgrims bring donations, but the townsfolk don't. Don't be a fool, Mahler. Without the abbey, the shrine can't be kept in good condition, and it would be looted. The abbot is trying to protect the relic, nothing more. No one wants to destroy the hand of St. Moritz guy. The abbot is a cruel man, and you're no better defending him. I will not do my duty as my vows. I will do my duty as my vows, and my lord command me, Andreas. God bless you. I fucking hate all these people. Oh, I can go into the Covent Garden now. I want to see how all the... Like, is... Oh, wait, Sister Cecilia is dead. Oh, Sister Cecilia. I can't go in there. Oh, Margareta. Hello, who's there? Hello, Sister Margareta. It's Andreas Mahler, the artist. Oh, Master Mahler, Mother Illuminata said you'd return. Is there someone else with you? Yes, my apprentice, Caspar. Hello. God bless you, Caspar. You smell even more of paint than your master. Sister Margareta is blind. She relies on other sentences, Caspar. Oh, thank you? Ha ha ha, you're funny. Oh, hi, Isabella. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, who sounds pretty awful? I can't remember. I just saw your typing, so I'm not sure when you said that. You're probably talking about the abbot and his men. They all suck right now. Anyway, I should go. Mother Illuminata doesn't like it when we're distracted from our duties. Of course. Until later, sister. God bless you, Master Mahler. And you too, Caspar. You're sleepy as hell. I'm doing good. I, got up early, ran out, get some coffee and, a bagel. I think I'm gonna do this for another, hour or two, and then I at least want to finish like Act 2 for this one, and then I think I'm gonna get going, head to the bookstore because a book I ordered just came in, do some errands. Ooh, it's Florian. Andreas Mahler, how wonderful to see you. Have you been well? Well enough, yes. Good, you look healthy. What brings you back here? I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero. Ah, of course. I'm sorry, Andreas. I know it's a small consolation, but he lived a long life with little pain. What book did I order? I ordered the third book in the ACOTAR series. I'm not done book 2 yet, but it's a lot better than the first, and I'm like, okay, having read book 2, like enjoying book 2 as I am, I know I'm going to read the rest of the series. So I went to the library, or not the library, to the bookstore the other day, and they didn't have the book. It was out of stock. So I had to place an order for it, and it just came in a few days ago. So I'm going to go, yeah, this afternoon. He was well loved by everyone here, even those who might pretend otherwise. I'm sure he appreciates the gesture. As for your visit, I cannot speak with the abbot's authority, but you are always welcome company. Thank you. Have you been keeping yourself busy these last few years? I've been reading every Italian medical text Klaus Drucker can get his hands on. Really? How many is that? Oh, I haven't counted, but many. Leon Niceno's text on the French disease, which might have been helpful for the Baron all those years ago. The Facilis Medicinae, a new printing from Venice. Wonderful woodcuts. Oh, the Flower of Medicine from Salerno. Did you know they've translated into Hebrew? Occitan. Imagine that. Imagine a peasant in the fields of Provence reading the medical wisdom of Salerno. Ooh, what is this now? It's truly remarkable. What a wonder these books are. Ah, I got carried away. Hee hee. Anyway, it's good to see you, Andreas. Until later. Until then. Oh, I'm glad, Florian's doing better. Oh, so I saw the infirmary. Should I go to the chapter house where the poor Baron was murdered? I don't see anything here. Hello, Mirabilis. Hello, Gurno, you dunce. God bless you, Andreas. Oh, I can exit the back door for net once. Can't go through the guest house, though. Oh, you haven't watched the VOD on YouTube? Yeah. So, I saw the Baron got murdered in the last... in part 2 of what I played. And there were 4 suspects... But there's like a time limit, apparently, on how long you can investigate. So I was only really able to, like, explore 2.5, maybe, of those suspects. And then I had to, like, accuse one of them. The person I accused got killed. Which is, which was frightening. And, I'm not... But, I mean, I don't think the person I accused actually did it, but... It was better. It was the best choice out of all the choices I had. So, because there's clearly like some sort of greater conspiracy going on. Because all 3 of the suspects that I was able to like explore, they all got these notes written in a very elegant script that seemed to be trying to get them to meet the Baron at a specific time, which led to his death. Because they all have reasons to want to kill him. So, I don't know which... So whoever... Like, so one of the 4 suspects killed him, but I think they were set up to kill him. And again, I don't know if I got the right guy, but... What was I saying? Oh, but anyway, so I solved, quote-unquote, the murder, and now I'm back here 7 years later, after having left, and pissed off the father, because he's mad at me now, and there's a bunch of trouble in town because the Abbey has gotten very money hungry, and their Otto, my old friend, is like kind of getting a bunch of people to go against them. All right. Oh, of course, his grave is well kept, I assure you. Thank you, Brother Waslav. I'm glad to hear it. Will you be staying in Tassing long enough for St. John's Eve festival? It may be simple compared to those in the cities, but everyone in Tassing looks forward to it. Yeah, there's a lot of drama going on. Really, Master Andreas, can we? That's really only an extra day or 2. Why not? Yes, thank you, Master. I'm sure it's quite quaint compared to what you're used to, but it's one of Tassing's biggest events. Anyway, I'd better get back to work. It's good to see you again, Andreas. God bless you. So right now I'm kind of just going around and catching up with everybody. How have you been? Still working in the kitchen? Yes, I'm still assisting Brother Wajlav. I've been making more complex dinners recently for Father Gurno. The rest of the brothers eat simpler fare. Ugh, but the abbot has the privilege of food from around the world. Why? He's taxing the people so fucking much that they can't afford things, and he's having fancy meals. Why does the abbot need such fancy foods? Well, he's the abbot. Brother Waslav says the abbot always gets the best. He said Father Matthias was odd because he ate the same food as the rest of the brothers. I don't mind it, though. I've been learning a lot of new ways to cook recently. Oh, what are you cooking now? Oh, Brother Waslav sent me to collect something for him, but I can't remember what it was. Something from the cellar, perhaps? Probably. There's so much in there, though. If I bring back a few onions, he'll be happy. We always need more onions. I'll leave you to it then. Oh, can you just tell me what you want? And I'll... Alright. Should I go down in the cellar? That's where Piero was held captive. Oh, a kitty cat! Chasing a little mouse. What is this cutscene about? Oh, I'm gonna feed you kitty. Eat a sausage. You're welcome, kitty. Oh, and Isabella, did you see what I was talking about? How in the Renaissance, all the animals look goofy as shit. Nobody knows how to draw animals. Like, look at these dumb-looking pigs. Oh, yay, I'm glad Volkbert's still around. Oh, Master Andreas, you've come back. Yes, it's been a long time, but I wanted to pay my respects. I'm sorry, I miss him too. I'm sorry, Master Andreas, I have to get back to my work. Is something the matter, brother? I don't want to get into trouble again like last time. Is it because of the grave thing? Yes, I got in trouble. Father Abbot yelled at me. He said I wouldn't be ready to take my vows for years. That's why I'm still a novice, even though Brother Lucas is already a monk. Prior Matthew watches me all the time. He doesn't trust me. So, I mean no insult, Master Andreas, but I don't want to get in trouble again. Alright, I'll leave you to your work. I'm sorry, Master Mailer. I don't know if I've ever been into the abattoir. Can I go in here? Nothing interesting. Alright, let's check the cemetery. Where is this Brother Piero's grave? Mother Cecilia. The headstone is well made. Her family must have commissioned it. Oh, poor Cecilia. Brother Piero. Rest in peace, my old friend. Oh. Poor guy. And the grave I was forced to drink up is no longer there. Oh, there's Adoc. Hello, who is this? It's Andreas, Brother Adoc. Andreas Mailer. Oh. Oh, Andreas, the fine young artist from Nuremberg. Not quite so young anymore, brother. No, you are still young. When you were last here, I thought I was old. I was wrong. Now I feel the true measure of years on these bones. Like the waves of the wide sea on the cliffs of Porthkragen, time has worn me down. But enough of that. How have you been, Andreas? Successful in body, if not in spirit. I'm sorry, Andreas. The dreams of youth often do not survive the march of years. But take heart that the Lord is always here for us in times of sorrow. You seem more at ease now than when I was last year. Do I? It may be so. I may have worked in the scriptorium beyond the limits of this body. It pained my joints and strained my brotherly love for Guy. The scriptorium took my sight and use of my hands, but when it closed, it also took the pain from my heart. The abbot is content to let me serve the Lord through prayer and contemplation, and so it also contents me. I'm sorry, Andreas, but I must rest now. It is good to hear your voice in Karlsruhe again. God bless you. Seems like everyone's chilled out except for the shitty, abbot. I want to go to the scriptorium now. What else is there to see? lavatory. I was in the infirmary. Let me go into the main part of the church and see if I can say hello to anybody in here. Oh, let's talk to Rudiger. Andreas, oh, it's wonderful to see you again. How have things been for you in Nuremberg? I've actually been in Paris recently. Nuremberg is the same as it always is. Well, it's good to see you in any case. Forgive me for asking, but how did you find the music in Paris? Beautiful. Motets and chansons were quite popular. I think you'd quite like it. I believe I would, thank you. Perhaps if God blesses us, we may see some of those compositions before long. I love our music, of course, but I am interested in what is being created across Christendom. I suppose you came to pay your respects to Brother Piero. I'm so sorry, Andreas. He was a wonderful man and a faithful servant of Christ. That he was. Well, despite the occasion, it is good to see you again. God bless you, Andreas. There's nothing up here. Oh, I can't sneak into the library again. Ugh, is Matthew here? Of course he is. At least I can't talk to him. Alright, I guess I have to go into the scriptorium. Assuming that's where I can meet Illuminata. Oh, there she is. Oh no, that's fucking Zdena. Zdena. Oh, Andreas, you're back. And you're still here. Unfortunately. I hear you're a master artist now. I'm impressed. You know, I've grown as well, in a variety of ways. Grown out of accusing others when you don't get your way, I hope. Ugh, Andreas, don't be petty. It doesn't suit you. I was young and immature. Let it pass, won't you? Besides, you don't have to endure the tongue-wagging Mother Illuminata gave me. Well, you did try to break your vows and lie about why I was in the library. Ugh, you could have just kissed me. I was young and lonely. You had no idea how boring a convent is for a young woman. That doesn't mean you can accuse people without cause. It didn't exactly work, did it? I'm not like you, Andreas. I never chose this life. My family couldn't marry me off to anyone of higher rank, so they donated to the Abbey. The amount was substantial enough for the Abbey to take me in as a nun. I was forced to take the habit. I loved my life before Curacao. At least you chose your vocation. I was shoved into mine and forgotten. No wonder you were so upset. I had no idea. Yes, it was wrong of me to accuse you. I was angry at my family and Curacao, not you. I've accepted a lot of the past 7 years. I make the best of my life as well as I can. I should return to my duties. Thank you for speaking with me, Andreas Mahler. Until later, Sister Zdena. The scriptorium fell into disrepair quickly after Father Grenot closed the library. That bitch. Oh, and I can just walk into the library now. Illuminata. God bless you, Andreas. It has been too long. I know Father Abbot made it clear you were not to return when you left, but we had hoped to hear from you. Yes, my apologies. You're right, of course. It's good to see you again, Mother Illuminata. This is my apprentice, Caspar Ziegler from Salzburg. God bless you, Mother Superior. God bless you, young Caspar. Master Mahler. Sister Zdena. I'm sorry you have to see it in such a state. It sees very little use these days. What happened? After Baron Rothvogel's murder, we had fewer and fewer wealthy patrons. The small number that held out lost interest. It's easier to commission new work from the Guild of St. Luke or individual masters in big cities like Nuremberg. Father Gounod saw no reason to keep the scriptorium or library open. Most of the books here have been suffering of neglect. After Mother Cecilia's death, neither I nor Sister Zadina had time to maintain our inventory. That's terrible. Curacao was one of the last monastic scriptoria in Bavaria. As Brother Piero was fond of saying, all things change in time. Now all that remains are books for sale to interested parties, a task that Father Gounod also trusted to me. And Sister Zadina, of course. Well, I'm eager to look through your inventory. Master Andreas, maybe you can find a book for little Magdalene, something that's not in print yet. Excellent idea, Caspar. Oh, Sister Zadina does not look happy. Take your time. Make sure you've looked through the whole collection. Parzival, perhaps Klaus would not object to the romance giving its emphasis on Christian virtues. The German is a little dated, but I'm sure she'll figure it out with Klaus's help. Who knows, maybe it'll inspire her imagination. Ooh, what am I gonna find? I want to find something, I know it. What's this book? Huh, I think these are Latin translations of some of Origen's homilies. Also, it looks like it's partially burned. Probably not a great gift for a young girl. Wait. This is the same bookhand as the notes I found when the Baron was murdered. Whoever wrote this is responsible for writing the notes. I need to ask Illumina about this. Ooh. A copy of Jacobus de Voragines' Golden Legend. Every good Christian should know the legends of the saints. And the Latin is simple enough that she should be able to read it before long. Nice. Oh, Richard de Bury's Philippiblad. It's a text on the collection and preservation of books. Maybe this is where Illuminata and Cecilia learned all their tricks. Certainly a good book for a printer's daughter. Albertus Magnus's De Animalibus. It's ostensibly a bestiary, but it contains so much more knowledge on a variety of topics. This could inspire an interest in animals in the natural world. Beautiful illustrations as well. Go downstairs. Have you decided on any books to purchase? Yes, just one. Oh no. Shit. Ooh, I don't know what book. I don't remember the books. Oh, I didn't mean to select that one. Well, that may be a challenge for her, but I'm sure with persistence... Oh no, can I don't know anything. This is the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it? I've seen it on one of the lower shelves. I don't think it's in our catalog. It has to be from another Bavarian scriptorium, probably in the last century. It's burned around the edges. Why? How can I find out? Shit. I'm gonna go back and actually pick a different book. Quit. 2 minutes go. Quick game. I'm being insane, but I didn't mean to pick that book, and I want to pick a different book. And look, I'm just back here at the top. I can pick again. I think the second book was probably the one I want to pick, based on what I remember of Just one. I would love to buy all four. I'm gonna do... Or wait, what was Parzival? Ooh, should I do the Venture book? Should I do Golden Legend or Parzival? Well, he calls it Lovely. I feel like that's a hint. A romance, Andreas. I'm a bit surprised. It's for Klaus Drucker's daughter, Magdalene. That's even less appropriate, but not my concern. I hope she enjoys it. Is there anything else you need? Yes, Mother Illuminata. What do you know about this book? Alright, and then ask where I found it. Zinnia remembers it was on one of the lower shelves. It has to be from another Bavarian scriptorium. Probably in the last century. It's burned around the edges. Why? How can I find out where it came from? Who wrote it? If it's not in our catalog, I'm afraid I don't know who you could ask. If it was a recent edition, the only people who know are Mother Cecilia and Father Matthias. That's a shame, because whoever scribed this book wrote the letters I found while investigating the Baron's murder. The ones in the fine bookhand. Brother Adok told me about them. Perhaps he knows something about this book. He's been here longer than any of us. Why would the person who wrote the letters have scribed a book in our library? Well, that's the question. Whoever did it is the thread puller. Huh? Someone who was manipulating people at Curacao and Tassing, pulling at threads to provoke someone into killing the Baron. I thought one of the brothers killed the Baron. He did, but the Baron was lured to the chapter house by someone who knew Curacao and Tassing's secrets. Well, I'm afraid we can't be of any more help to you in determining the book's provenance. However, as it's not in our catalog and it's already damaged, I doubt Father Abbott would mind if you kept it. Excellent, thank you. I'm glad someone bothered to save it from the flames. Ooh, it's eating time. Eat with the Druckers. I want to look for, and of course he's not here. I wonder where he could got to. Then he said he was going to bed. Oh, here he is. Adok! Oh, I can't talk to him. Can't talk to any of them. Alright, I guess I just need to go have lunch. Because I don't think there's anything else I can do. Alright, what are my things happening? I don't know, but something's gonna happen on St. John's Eve. I'm assuming someone's gonna die. I'm not happy about it. Unless it's someone in the church. Can it be Father Gurneau? I want Father Gurneau to die. I don't know why he's not eating, but whatever. Ask about... Nope. Here's the Druckers. Hello, Magdalene. You're back. Good. We're almost ready to sit down to eat. Would you and Casper care to join us? Of course. Thank you, Klaus. Welcome back, Andreas Caspar. Andreas, these are my friends, Benjamin and Rachel Sommerfeld. They're on their way back to Prague. Good day. Hello, excuse me for not getting up. It's a bit difficult. Of course, I understand. It's nice to meet you both. Hello. Burr. Hello. That sounded like a real world, Klaus. She's learning more of them every day. She'll be reading before long. That's a wonderful segue to the gift that I brought her. Oh? A book from the Abbey Library. Is this for her or for you? Her, I swear. Parzival, I'm sure she'll love this. It might make some good bedtime reading until she can read it on her own. Thanks for this. It's a nice thought. We should probably pray before we eat, assuming the Summerfields don't mind. Not at all. We're accustomed to being guests in a Christian homes. Thank you for asking, Klaus. All right, I'll lead the prayer then. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Amen. Klaus, thank you again for letting us stay here. It's been such a long trip. Oh. Is it time? No, I'm fine, I think. I'm just sore everywhere. Oof. Anyway, we'd hoped to get home weeks ago, but the fighting has made it slow progress from Basel. Basel? Tassing is hardly on the way to Prague. We'd rather not get caught up in battles between the Swabian League and peasants, so we've taken a strange route. We were in Basel to do some business, but we didn't want to overstay our welcome. Yes, unfortunately, I witnessed their intolerance for Jews when I spent my wonder year there. Oh, are you familiar with the printer Johann Froben? How could I not be? He's turned Basel into the pride of Swiss printing. He has incredible artists working for him. All true, and we certainly don't mind that he publishes books in Hebrew. That's why we visited. Benjamin and I are creating a Hebrew type for him. It turns out that when your town banishes all the Jews, you have a more difficult time finding Jews to work for you. Who could have guessed? I just wish it hadn't taken us so long to get home. We have so far to go still. It's lucky timing for me, though. Now I have 2 printers and master artist at my dinner table. True, it isn't all misfortune. Daddy. Oh yes, thank you. And a future printer and baby printer to be. Tassing hasn't seen this many artists under one roof in a while. It's amazing to see how far printing has come so quickly. Some of the engravings I've seen are incredible. And new techniques, new types, new styles are being developed every year. Benjamin is trying to create a more readable script for Yiddish. We have typefaces for Hebrew, but it would be nice to have something separate for Yiddish. I think I've seen it before, but I wasn't able to recognize it. Yes, it's still a developing typeface, and usually only used in Jewish women's books. I like our writing to be more accessible, especially to those who only read Yiddish. Here, something like this. I'll be sure to send you some samples when I'm finished, Klaus. Good, I'd like the... Oof. Yes, I'm fine. Klaus, what are you working on? I need to get ready to sell, to travelers as the pass is open, but lately I've been printing the 12 articles for the town. 12 articles. Thanks to Father Thomas, everyone in town can read at least well enough to make it through that sheet. It's got a lot of people talking, and a lot are coming over to Otto's way of thinking. Well, you heard of him yourself, Andreas. What do you think of what's happening in Tassing? That's not true, though. That abbot's always been an ass. What do you expect? You're not wrong. Remember what happened to Attilia's house? The abbot took it away. She lost everything. She works for Father Thomas now. Yes, I spoke with her. Quite unexpected, given her attitude towards the church. Yeah, it is crazy to think how hard it was to make books. Yeah, just getting, like, making typefaces, individual type, that you'd have to put through a printing press, and you'd have to make the paper, you'd have to make the ink, and then it takes time to print just one sheet, or you have to write it down by hand, which the scriptorium was doing. So it's like, it's insane. Books used to be like a, you know, very like fancy, only the rich could afford books. And even back then, most books were just loose sheets of paper. To have it bound was a whole different thing. That cost extra. I was surprised as you are now. We all were, but that was the only charity available to her. Sorry, not trying to bring up bad memories. I was just trying to say things have been hard on the peasants for years. It's just gotten worse lately. If the abbey is in such a bad state, there must be someone that the abbot can appeal to for more money. He could try to sit down with Otto and work something out. Otto's tried to reason with him. The abbot won't listen. Ooh, I'm going to start with apple pie. We're sympathetic to what's happening here. We saw it all through Swabia. Peasants are suffering. It's true, but I worry about what will happen in Tassing. P. Ow! Girl, you're having contractions. I'm fine. Peasants are no match for the soldiers of the Swabian League. What is the Swabian League? Bastards who think they can crush people for the crime of standing up for themselves. Right or wrong, they can crush them. We saw their handiwork. It was brutal. If the peasants aren't careful, Tassing could draw the wrong sort of attention. I know that Otto and the peasants are taking a risk, but I believe Otto will keep things peaceful. Anyway, it's not the Swabian League we should have to worry about, but the soldiers of the Duke of Bavaria. Bavaria. The Prince Bishop has the church's authority, but the Duke's lands surround Tassing and Kiersau. Ooh. Klaus, I'm sorry for what happened to your family. And I'm sorry I never wrote back. That's it. I'm sorry. Oh. Poof. Ow! Oh, this is it. This is it! Oh no, I was afraid of this. We can't travel now. This is all my fault. We should have left Basel earlier. I love you, Benjamin, but be quiet. I don't care. I need help. Yes, we need a midwife. Is there one who would accept Rachel? Agnes Steinauren. She's Tassing's midwife. Could you get her? Klaus? Yes, I should get her. Agnes has delivered every child in Tassing as long as I can remember. She would never turn any woman away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Klaus, you're a mensch. Enough with the thanks. Get me the midwife. Yes. Andreas, you're forgiven. Kaspar, it was good to have you over, but you both have to leave. Of course. Thank you, Klaus. Good luck, Rachel. Thank you. I'll need it. I'll go fetch Agnes. Thank you for joining us, Andreas. Oh, I almost forgot. You should go see the bonfire preparations in the town commons. You missed them on your last visit. Klaus! I'm going! Thank you, Klaus. We'll be going. Take care. Preparing the bonfire. Oh, I haven't talked to you yet. Hi, Ulrich. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Ulrich. How have you been? The Lord has been kinder to me than the peasants. These are difficult times for them, Andreas. They could use your help. My help? How? Talk to the abbot. He may respect your opinion more than mine or the peasants. I would have hoped he would see that this behavior is not Christian, but something is clouding his judgment. I am not exactly in Father Grenot's good graces. I doubt he will listen to anything I had to say. You must try, Andreas. These men are fair and hardworking, but they've been pushed down for too long. They're becoming desperate, and desperate men can forget their faith and turn to violence. It won't really come to that, will it? Perhaps not, but I don't want to take that chance, and there's no need to. There's no reason why the abbot cannot come to a good and Christian accord with the people of Tassing. Maybe it's only pride that's standing in the abbot's way. I hope that your counsel and God's light can touch his heart. I will do what I can, Ulrich. Thank you, and God bless you, Andreas. Alright, talk to him. Oh, look at the bonfire. Everyone seems to be working hard for the bonfire tonight. The commons look festive, decorated like this. Look at all the flowers, Master, and the bonfire is huge. How's the fire coming? Those logs work out all right for you, Andres? Coming along as expected, nearly finished with it. It's all in place, Otto. Good, good. All right, everyone, remember, after the bonfire tonight, we celebrate as usual. We will all gather in the woods, and the women will collect herbs as tradition demands. Otto, the abbot has forbidden harvesting in the forest. Please, for everyone's sake, reconsider your actions. Thank you, Father, but the abbot's order goes against God's law. The forest belongs to all of us, as do all its game and fowl and fish. He cannot claim ownership over that the Lord gave us to hold in common. No, I'm sorry, Father. We'll proceed as planned. Tassing has never let anyone get in the way of our St. John's customs as long as I can remember. We won't start now. And remember, tomorrow I will show you proof that as sure as the sun turns round the earth, God and our saints are with us. Good day, Andreas. Hello, Brother Waslav. You look upset at Otto's announcement. Is everything all right? Otto is becoming more aggressive in his defiance of the abbot. Father Gernot will not take this news well. Well, who's telling? Otto just announced his plan in the Commons, and Tassing is a small town. Of course the abbot will hear about it. Fair point. But why is the abbot so angry about it? Didn't you just hear Father Thomas, Andreas? The abbot declared the woods off limit. Anyway, it's not for me to say. I'm sure the abbot will tell you more. He sent me with an invitation for you to dine with him tonight. I'm sure the father will want to discuss the situation over supper. You're kidding. What does the abbot think he can pry out of me now? I'd watch your tone around the abbot, Andreas. Will you or go or not? Fine, I'll attend. Does the invitation extend to Caspar as well? I'm sorry, Andreas, but Father Abbot has asked you to come to his house alone. Phew. Please tell the abbot I'll see him this evening. Well, I guess I'll see what all the fuss is about. I'll meet you back at the Golden Hand after dinner, all right? Can I help set up the festival decorations while you're with the abbot? Yes, but be back before sundown, all right? Yes, thank you, Master. I'll see you later. Oh, go have fun, Caspar. Nothing better happened to Caspar, because he is my child. Master Andreas, you'd best not keep the abbot waiting. Go on, we'll meet up after supper. All right, don't get into trouble. All right, what's up with you, Warner? Hello, Andreas. Why are they taking with buckets on their head? What is this? What is this dance? The bonfire is much simpler than the one in Nuremberg, but it's pretty all the same. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Andreas. Hello again, Jorg. Sorry about dinner the other night. Dad, got a little heated. He was just trying to keep his dignity. I understand. Thanks, Andreas. Dad's always been able to provide for us, but now Well, things are different now. But that's why Otto's making his speeches and Klaus is printing the 12 articles. Change is coming to Tassing, Andreas. I hope you're right, for your sake. Me too. I'll see you later, Andreas. Until then. I do really wish them the best. Alright. I'm trying to think if there's anybody I should check on before I head. Oh, I do want to see how the baby's doing. Did she give birth yet? This is where she was giving birth, right? Oh no, where is she? Oh, it was the Drucker's house, that's right. Klaus! Alright, Magdalene is doing fine. Oh, Klaus has nothing to say. Alright, let's go to Central Town, because I think that's where the midwife is, right? I think she's in here. Good evening. Hello, Andreas. Oh, a lot of bloody rags. That doesn't look good. Alright, I think I'll just have to go to the what's-his-face's house. Let's go see the abbot so I can tell him to fuck off. Ugh, this is gonna be another fucking awful dinner. Just like last time. I forgot how to get to the dining room, though. Is it the aquarium? No, that's that random weird hallway. It's gotta be near the kitchen. Not the cloister, not the crypt, not the tower. Would it be near the dorms? Old Bailey. Oh god, I'm lost. Alright, what's through the cloister? Alright, refectory. I think it's the refectory. Is that where we eat? Yes, this looks right. Is that you again, Andreas? Yes, brother, I have a book I want to ask you about. Oh, I'm afraid I may not be of much help. I can barely read anymore. I can describe it to you. It's a book of origins homilies written in a fine bookhand, and it is singed around the edges. Yes, you know it. Do you know where it came from? Who wrote it? Andreas, forget this book. What? Why? It came from a place of fire in a terrible darkness. What does that mean? Oh, bye, Isabella. Yeah, go get coffee. I'm still going to be streaming probably... Oh god, at least for another hour at this point. Although I'll probably want to sign off around 3, because like I said, I need to go to the bookstore. This cover, these leaves, they bear the marks of a great evil that was done. A soul can also bear such marks, carry them for a lifetime. Whose soul? The person who wrote the book? There is a presence that watches over this place, Andreas. A presence that wishes for things to remain as they are. Sister Margareta told me before the Baron was murdered, she smelled the devil's presence at Curacao. Is that what you mean? I cannot say anymore, Andreas. I'm sorry. What? Really? You can't tell me anymore? I dare not, for your own good. God protect you. You as well, brother. Oh. What is happening? Alright, where am I supposed to go? Because I thought I'd have to go here, but nobody's here. Alright, I have to go to the abbot's house. Of course. Oh, am I eating with him? Oh, yeah, that's right, because you're not good enough to fucking eat with the other monks anymore. God bless you, Andres. I'm glad to see you received my invitation. Are you ready to eat? Yes. Good. This is gonna be the worst fucking dinner. Andres, thank you for coming to dinner. I thought you didn't ever want to see me at Curacao again, Father. What changed? Yes, well, the Lord calls us to forgiveness, even when that might be difficult. I think it's high time we reconcile, Master Malor. Please sit, and we will pray together. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Lord, direct each of us here toward your wisdom, prudence, and guidance in our future actions. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Amen. Brother Waslav was indeed prompt in delivering my message. I'm surprised you didn't drop by at all. You have done quite well for yourself, after all. It is good to see that your time at Curacao was not squandered. You even look the part of a famous artist now. What have you been doing in recent years after leaving such a mess in Tassing? I spent much of my time painting commissions in France and learning from the other artists there. Yes, busy selling out to the aristocracy, I see. Better than selling out to the church, Father. Why have you asked me here anyway? In truth, I had hoped to discuss the rising tensions between the Abbey and townspeople. I'd like to clarify the situation for you, Andreas. Of course, just like you clarified that Pierre was guilty all those years ago. This is precisely why I asked you here. I'm trying to prevent another terrible situation like that. I believe you've only heard from one side of the issue, Andreas. Otto's little speeches about taxes don't account for the entire situation. Why demand such high taxes then, Father? With the scriptorium closure, the taxes are necessary to make up for the lost income. Then why close the scriptorium at all? I don't understand it. Don't put the fault on me, Andreas. These taxes are a direct consequence of your actions. After you accused Ferenc, he managed the scriptorium. Curacao is no longer able to keep up with the city's printing presses and artists. There are better uses of the brother's time than books. Brother Guy has gone over the expenses himself. Raising taxes is the best way to cover these costs. But what about prohibiting the peasants from using the forest? That's a new restriction. The forest belongs to the Abbey, and the peasants have no right to use it. Legally, it's theft. You're being a pedantic ass. I'm upholding the law, Andreas. The monastery needs revenue, and the townsfolk have not been charitable. They have nothing left to give. Have you seen the Gertners? They can barely afford bread. Perhaps you ought to be more charitable with the Gertners if you're moved by their plight. Have you no pity for them yourself, Father? I am more upset to hear the townsfolk have no pity for us. I hear they will continue their disobedience by collecting herbs on St. John's Eve. The whole town knows I've forbidden it. The matter is grave, and I will excommunicate anyone who defies my order. You will condemn the town over something so petty. This is up to them. I hate this man. Remaining impartial will be impossible as long as you're in town. Support me in ending this foolish rebellion. You have a reputation in town, Andreas. You're a successful man, and the townsfolk believe they are like you. I'd like you to convince the other townsfolk, the printer, for example, that this uprising is not in their best interests. The rest of the town will follow. The peasants will have no chance to resist. We can end this peacefully. The peasants have genuine grievances. Why not talk with them and negotiate? I am a forgiving man, but Otto's stubbornness has challenged even me. Otto is past the point of talking, Andreas. That's why I'm begging you for help in the matter. Please, take more time to think about it. I apologize. We must conclude for now. I must excuse myself. I'm expected to leave a service at Compline tonight. Think on what we've discussed, Andreas. I trust you can find your way out. I will, Father Abbot. Good night. All right, someone's supposed to die at Compline, right? Return to the Commons. I have a feeling someone's gonna die tonight. I think, I don't know, I'm just gonna go to the Commons. Unless she's awake. Nope. Ottilia? Well, well. You're that artist, the one who lived with the Gertners. Got mixed up in the wonderful killing of that rat, the Baron. I was just trying to clear my friend's name. You think I care? If a flood washed the abbey and all the monks into the river, I'd grab the nearest man and dance a weller in joy. Anyway, no time to talk now, fancy man. It's time to call to the fire. The St. John's Eve mean a lot to you. The Saint's Eve, right. Hehehe. Alta ans mama perchta. Something us, Mother Perchta. We burn for you. We something you. Ha 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 ha. Alright, I'm gonna go. Ha ha ha. Enjoy the evening, Andreas. But if you want my advice, stay out of the woods tonight. Oh. Tilia. Master Andreas, look at how big the bonfire is. The decorations are so fancy. The St. John's Eve Festival is a big event for Tassing. I missed it last time I was here. Haven't you ever been to a festival like this, Caspar? No, I've never seen anything like this. Can I stay at the bonfire and see costumes and watch them collect herbs, Master Maller, please? I don't want him to get hurt. I feel like something bad's gonna happen at the festival. But I want to experience it. Alright, but follow along and don't get in their way. I'm tired for the festival. I think I'll just turn in for the night. Yes, I promise I won't make trouble. I'll see you tomorrow, Master. Evening, Andreas. Say, how did you like the bonfire? We built it nice this year. Big and sturdy. It's a fine setup, Carl. Excellent work. I know we can't compare to where you came from, but we still give it our all in celebration of the light who prepared the way for our Lord. Anton, you remember Andreas Maller, the master artist? Yeah, I've seen him around town. Son, be polite. Ugh. Hello, Master Maller. How are you? I am well, thank you, young man. Anton's a good boy, let me tell you. A bit of a rascal, as you can see, but he's got a good head and a good heart. Likes to hide it, though. Dad, will you stop? Haha, easy to rile you up, just like your mother. How is it, Helena? Is she not attending the bonfire? She'll join us later. She went with Martha to dip their toes into the stream. and to pick some flowers for the garlands and wreaths. It's important to hold to traditions. You are right, especially with the times we're having. Besides, maybe Martha and Helena will come across the blossom of a fern out there. What's so funny about that? Ferns don't flower. That means no power to speak with animals for you, boy. Don't worry, Anton. You can always get a garland with St. John's wort to ward off any demons and evil spirits. Yeah, got that, Anton. Make sure to keep your eyes open for those spirits walking the earth tonight. Evil spirits and demons? I've never seen any myself. And you won't have to if we're careful, my boy. The bonfire will frighten them off with the help of the Lord. That's why we have the feasts and celebrations. Speaking of, what do you think of the festival so far, Anton? It's fine, I guess. I like the fires when they are lit. The mountains get to twinkle like stars. I don't like when people get drunk and rowdy as the night goes on. They get into fights and all. Oh, anyone in particular? Well, not as much lately, but Martin used to get in trouble. Anton's got a good eye. Martin's been a solid fellow once he came back, but he sometimes drinks too much. He's calmed down lately, you know. He used to be kind of a shit. Language, boy. God doesn't look kindly on blaspheming. Well, those are your words, Dad. Best you don't quote me. Quote the scripture instead. It's better for your soul. You listen to your father, Anton. I will. I do. Jesus. Hey, what did I just say? Don't let your mother catch you with that mouth. Well, I'll let you get back to the festivities now. It was a pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Hi, Martin. Look who it is. Good evening, Andreas. Andreas, you're staying for the festival, I hope. Of course he's staying. Who would miss this? Especially after you burly boys built such a beautiful bonfire. A burly boy like me would do anything for you, Dove. Couldn't help myself. Brigitte, Martin, you're both feeling very festive, I see. The food, the fires, the dancing, it really is a night to enjoy. It's to honor the anniversary of the birth of Blessed John. Abigail, for he was who prepared the way. A vigil for he who prepared the way. Yes, and he'd have liked everyone to have a good mood in their hearts and good food in their bellies. As a hermit who wandered in the desert, living off locusts and wild honey, he probably wouldn't agree. I'd like to live off some wild honey myself, if you catch my meaning. I'm just gonna snort. Martin, please behave. Yes, dear, I'll pray to God to relieve me of my unclean thoughts. Tut, you'll get no dances tonight if you continue this impishness. See, Andreas, this is the kind of difficult married life I have to deal with. It must be a burden. Heavy as the cross our Savior had to carry. Shh, Martin, you better visit Father Thomas's confessional tomorrow with all this impiety. She got you there. So, for tonight, you go to heed Otto's call and go into the forest? No, I'm really not looking for trouble. There's enough of that going around. And you, Brigitte, not gathering any herbs? My place is by Martin's side. The word of the abbot is the word of the church. It's improper to against the word of the church. Only slightly less improper than all the time you spent with Veronica. I did see them bathing together. Oh, Brigitte, I'm sorry. It was a joke. It came out poorly. It's good for the heart to have cherished friends. It's fine. Andreas, I was about to say, the bonfire is enough. We will dance until our legs begin to waver, right, Martin? Would not miss it for the world. That's delightful. I hope you have a great evening. You as well, Andreas. Until later. Hello, Master Mahler. Evening, Till. Enjoying the festival? Very much so. I perhaps feel a tad old for the more active side of the celebration, but I enjoy the sights and sounds. Do you know the word for the summer solstice leads back to Romans? I thought you didn't read Latin. I've picked up a few words over the years, and I still have the mind to put two and two together. Dimidiem factiae qui coabit habit saperiod. He who has begun is half done, dare to know. Yes, beatus homo qui sapientiam. Happy is a man who finds wisdom. It's not much, I admit. Proverbs and the occasional word. Hence, solsticism. I can't even say that word. Such as it looks at this time of year. The sun rises higher for a long time and then it stays there before falling again. A fitting allegory for the great cosmic arc of mankind. Rise and fall. But to make up for that, dancing, leaping, songs, joy and mirth. People do seem elated, although I don't think the same applies to Abbot Gurno. Otto's courting danger, I agree, going against the decrees of the Abbey like so. The festival has always had a rebellious streak of jest and mockery. I don't see it as sacred as some. It has to be sacred enough for the church not to condemn it as a heretical. True enough, Master Maller. I wish I could read more about all this. Well, with the Abbey selling books from their library, I hoped I could get some for myself, but it proved to be far too expensive. Klaus and his printings have proven to be of more use, and a fair bit cheaper. Have you come across any interesting tales? I have indeed, Master Maller. Or, I didn't quite understand everything. The text was in Latin. It was by a Roman named Strabo, and it was about geography. That's why I noticed it. Ah, the noted philosopher and historian. He was actually Greek by birth. I imagine you were reading his Geographica. Yes, that could have been it. The book was about many kinds of barbarians, which also included the Rati tribe I read about years ago. The people who used to live on this very land before the Romans arrived. He called this place Ratium and described it as a cluster of drab huts and its people hostile and warlike, only interested in hunting and fighting. There was something about Manue and his sons, but I couldn't quite understand a lot of it. In any case, when the Romans came, most of these locals were driven out, but some were captured to work in the fields and the mines. What happened to the locals who were forced out? No idea. I would imagine that after the Romans were driven off, when their empires started falling apart, maybe the barbarians came back. But were they really the same people? Or nomads from elsewhere? I guess we may never know. Thank you for the quick history. I'll let you get back to the festivities. Enjoy yourself tonight, Master Maller. Until later. Who else is there to talk to? I think I have to talk to Werner. Andreas? Salutations, Andreas. Most wonderful to see you here. I see you to have met. What do you want with an inventor? I make all manner of mechanical contraptions filled with gears and levers and other such delights. Andreas here is a man of the mind. Why shouldn't he find interest in my work? For all the use it is. The mind of the inventor exists to create, to build, to go one step further. One step further to the garbage heap. Ha ha ha. A very inspiring thought, Baltus. Why, thank you, Master Altrist. Speaking of, have you had a chance to look around town tonight? I imagine the sights could also be inspiring to your artistic mind. What do you mean? Well, look at the peasant ingenuity on display. The bonfire itself, for example, is built to allow the air and the heat to flow through it at great speeds, and how it roars. It's a clever piece of construction, but Otto's a clever man. It is a feat almost worthy of a university degree. These people have natural traditions. They've managed to figure out many clever things without even the most cursory education. It is knowledge that hails from preceding generations, lived experience passed along the change of time. Not quite the knowledge of rigorously educated mind, perhaps, but nonetheless useful. You don't need a university education to be smart. Of course you would say that. Neither of you know these people like I do. God has assigned them their place in the order of the world for good reason. There is some merit in learning from the peasants, even you, Werner, given their understanding of herbal remedies. Their traditions are profane. Consider the Eve of St. John, tainted by their pagan rituals. It's an affront to Christ. St. Eligius warned us against precisely this nearly 1,000 years ago. Where did this newfound piety come from? Don't pretend to know anything about me. I've been on pilgrimage to Aachen. I visited the Marian shrine and stood in the presence of those holy relics. To be in the presence of St. John the Baptist beheading cloth was an experience I will never forget. I'm familiar, thank you. I'm glad you've had an experience. Your family must be proud. They are. Bran, now I think it is time we return to the festival. We're here to celebrate. I'll let you continue with your evening then. Good night. A very good night. Oh, and do come by my workshop, Master Maller. I would love to exchange ideas. It would be my pleasure. Splendid. Until then. Alright, good night, Caspar. Don't get into trouble. I worry about you. Look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for. There's so much more inside me now. Oh. I'm singing Hamilton. I really want to check on the pregnant lady, but I'm concerned. Is there anything else to do? Guess not. Yeah, it just says it's bedtime. It's gonna happen tonight. The murder. I know it. Anything to say? I was hoping I could talk to you. Look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for. No ghost out tonight. Where am I going? I'm not supposed to be over here. I'm supposed to be going to the hotel. Oh, look at me. I wonder how do they really have enough people coming through to justify this big hotel? I guess so. God, something bad's gonna happen tonight. I'm worried about my son. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Go to sleep. Oh, I'm going to Dreamland. I haven't been to Dreamland in a while. Oh, this is a weird maze. Ooh. One really long path. Sabine! What is it? Wait. Come home. I know. You know what? You want me home. You've been asking me for months. And for months you haven't answered. What am I to you now? An annoyance? A bother? A nuisance to be ignored while you lead another life in Paris? Or is there even an ounce of love in your heart for me? The This was never about love, Sabine. Not at first, no. But I suppose it was too much to hope that a seed of tenderness could grow between us. Fine. Go back to your books, the only thing that make you happy. This house is so lonely without him. Stop! Your presence would only amplify the grief. Stop! Oh, did I have a son that died? Leave me alone. Leave me alone with the memory of him. Stop. Just leave me alone, just for one night. One night where I don't have to dream about him. Please. Thank you. Oh, so I did have a son, and he died. Oh. Is that his name? Hello, August. I knew you weren't going to say anything. You never say anything. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for you. I suppose there's not much one can do against plague. Do you ever get tired where you are? The last time I saw you, I said goodnight to you. I couldn't come to the bed, so I stood in the doorway. I just stood in the dark. You didn't say anything back, so I said it again. I don't know how long I stood there, just waiting for you to say goodnight. Oh, you still look the same age to me. I wonder if I'll ever forget your face. Do I remember your mother as she is? Or am I just thinking of some perversion of Daniel's portrait? You ever picture someone clearly if you love them? I loved you, little boy. I loved you so much. Sometimes I wish I could die so I wouldn't feel it anymore. But I can't. So I retrace my steps every night, and I find my way back to her, back to you. I love you, August. Good night. What happened to this place? Where is Prester John? And where is Socrates and St. Grobian? Grobian wasn't on the Ship of Fools. Melancholia. Won't you answer me? No thoughts for Beatrice? You are Beatrice, aren't you? Once. I was a voice of caution, of prudence. And now? More and less than caution, the ache of doubt that stiffens to paralysis. Paralysis that breeds despair. Melancholia. What happened to the others? What happens to you happens to us. The foundations of the city are still moored within the ocean of your mind. Its court does not rule your mind rules the court. Once reason, curiosity, and the foolishness of youth dwelt under the aegis of your intellect. I am all that remains, the melancholy of life's autumn. How did it come to this? You have turned your gaze to your own dark center. You know the courses of your own life. You know how the choices you made have brought you here. What am I supposed to do about it now? Change your life. Wait, I shouldn't be here. I need to help someone. Is Casper all right? Ah, so your thoughts aren't entirely torn inwards. There is still something in you that cares for others in spite of your melancholy. Perhaps there is still hope for us. Wake up, Andreas. Oh, no, please don't tell me something happened to Caspar. Oh no. Where's my son? there's Otto. Hello, Andreas. Enjoying the bonfire? Your costume looks just as fancy, like a fancy night dress. This is my night dress, Otto. I woke up and Caspar was gone. Have you seen him? No, I haven't seen the boy tonight. A group of townspeople went into the forest to collect herbs, though. You might see if you wandered off with them. Enjoy the festival while you're at it, Andreas. We're showing the abbot what for. Oh, Caspar. How do I get to the woods? My son. I don't know how to get to the woods. Was it this way? Yes, forest. There's a lot of commotion tonight. It sounds like everyone's gone to the woods. Yeah, that's where I'm going. With Father Gano's... Oh god, people are just like out here dressed to the nines, gathering herbs. Oh, there's Caspar. What was that? Master Andreas, what are you doing out here? Caspar, thank God. I was worried when you didn't come back. Where have you been? I was at the bonfire with Killian, but I heard a ruckus from deeper in the woods. I left to go see what it was. Father Gano, what are you doing out here? I was chasing one of the townsfolk, but lost track of the costume buffoon. The forest is off limits. I'll figure out who's breaking the rules and excommunicate them myself. What was that? Someone is screaming in town. They're really taking this nonsense too far this year. Let's go back to town to... What are we still doing here? Come on. Oh God, who's dead? Huh, I've never seen these flowers before. I wonder where they found them. Hold up. Who was that running off anyway? Who was that running off? It's too hard to tell who's who in those stupid costumes. Who cares? Let's go see what the screaming is about. Oh God, is Otto? Where is he? Dead. Yes, I'm afraid so. Someone released the rope. The platform crushed him. What? How did this happen? Baltus and Lenhard and I heard the crash and stepped outside to see what happened. Sorry, my puppy came to join me. Right, and then we saw a figure in a costume rushing off from the rat house. It must have been whoever released the rope. And what were you doing during all of this, Lenhart? Enjoying a light meal with these gentlemen. What a shame you can't blame me for this, Peter. Caspar, look to see if Otto had a note. Huh? Do it. No, Master. There's nothing. Are you certain? What were you expecting? I'm not sure. My God! Otto! No, no! You! The abbot must have killed him! The bastard always had it out for Otto. We all knew it. We need answers. How dare you? I wouldn't just stand here and be accused of such a foul act by a peasant. Go after him. Wait, no, the abbot was with us. He's innocent. Caspar is right, even if we don't have any proof. Grab the artist and the boy, too. We'll get to the bottom of this. Caspar, run! To the Abbey! Oh my god, I can't believe they're chasing me! I thought we were friends! Brothers! Into the library now! They ran through the church. This way. They've locked the door. Andreas, get out of the way. Otto's death demands justice. The abbot couldn't have killed Otto. He was with us when we found the body. That's true. He did arrive with you. But you don't know where he was before that, do you, Andreas? Who else would want to kill Otto? Coward, killer, Andreas, move. If you go after Gurno, the real killer will get away. No mercy. Face us. He's a monster. Oh, it's no problem, Zagarius. I'm probably going to be ending soon anyway. If those monks don't come out, we'll set fire to this whole place and cook them. Oh my god. You've all gone mad. You all have good reason to hate the abbot, but he's not the culprit here. It doesn't seem like the abbot could really kill Otto, does it? Fine, damn it. You've got one day to find whoever you think is the real killer, Andreas. Otherwise, we will come back for the abbot. Oh, you were playing Pokemon Go? That sounds like... It's a beautiful day, at least up here on the East Coast. Not as nice as it was yesterday, but still, like, kind of cool, but, like, sunny. Andreas, all I want is justice for my husband. Please, you must find the murderer. Eva, Otto was a good man. I won't stop until I find who killed him. Oh, another murder. And I missed the whole day. The peasants really are convinced that Gurno killed Otto, but it was impossible. I don't wish death on the man, but the abbot is an ass. I understand why Peter jumped to that conclusion. Master, Peter was furious. He's only giving you a day to find the murderer. Why'd you even agree to find out who really killed Otto anyway? It didn't turn out well last time, did it? Why do it again? Everyone deserves justice, Caspar. You have a good heart, Master Andreas. So who do you think did it then? Where do we even start? We should talk to Lenhart. He always hated the peasants and supported the abbot. He was very vocal against Otto in the town commons the other day. He might have hated Otto enough to kill him. It's worth talking to him and finding out. Even if he didn't kill Otto, he might know who else had the motivation to do so. Oh, what about Martin Bauer? When we saw him talking to Otto, they seemed to be arguing over something. It's not likely. Martin supported Otto and the peasants. It might be worth talking to Martin to see what they were discussing. He might have an idea who would want to kill Otto. Good idea. Who else? I'm sure we can find some other suspects. We'll have to do some more investigating to find out who the murderer is, but we'd better move fast. Could the murderer confess to Father Thomas? Well, maybe. Even if the murderer did, Father Thomas is bound by the seal of confession. He won't tell us. However, we could eavesdrop on confessions. Since St. John Eves just happened, the townsfolk will come in to confess. Oh yeah, one of the townsfolk might have heard something anyway. That's a good place to start. We could also ask around the Golden Hand. People will tell outsiders anything. They might have heard something we missed. What about the person who ran by us in the forest? They were wearing these flowers. I've never seen them before. Oh, the quill scratching sound was funny. Right, we have to find the source of these flowers in the woods. That might give us some sort of connection to the killer. Ooh. Oh, wait, I know this flower. It's a marsh marigold, and it grows in wet, shaded woods. Perhaps around the shrine to St. Sasha? The large tree in the area will provide the adequate environment. We have a lot of good places to start. Even though time is short, we have a good chance at finding the real killer. All right, let's get to work. Ooh. And yeah, I do like the scratching noise. Oh my gosh, as Hayes says, I went to do this right after you got here, Zagarius, but I feel like I've got a good stopping point. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours, and I've had a lot of fun. All right, hold on, let me just finish reading this. You were pretty vocal against Otto in the town commons. What was that about? Just what I said then. I don't want anyone to get hurt, especially now. We've already had one death in Tassing. We don't need any more. You were opposed to Otto's ideas, though. He spoke against violence. Otto was an ideologue. He didn't see the reality of the situation. The Golden Hand relies on pilgrims and travelers for its business, Andreas. If Otto got his way, everything would be chaos. Swabia is burning as it is. We need the law to live civilized lives, Andreas. What Otto was advocating for scared me. I'll do whatever I can to find the murderer and still order again. Who's Peter? Oh, well, it's hardly better now. Otto was the only thing holding Peter back. Dear God, I hadn't considered that. I pray this ends quickly. I should get back to work. If you need anything else, Master Mahler, just let me know. And yes, that is very true, Zagarius. But yes, my head's starting to hurt from my headphones. But I did enjoy this Friday's stream. Or this Friday's stream, this is Sunday. It was a lot of fun. It seems like I'm ending on Otto's murder, and I loved Otto. I'm very sad that Otto was gone, but we're gonna hopefully avenge him correctly this time. And when I start playing again, we will hopefully solve my friend's murder, as is deserved. Ooh, there's a lot of people to talk to here, so I'm just gonna exit for now. Ooh, how do I do this? Quit game. But today was such a great time. Thank you for everyone that showed up. Here's just a reminder of my schedule. Hold on. Trying to add my face into this. Add existing YouTube studio. And now you can see me. Look. Hello. I'm the same size as this. But anyway, yes. So I will be back Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. And then I will be back after that at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday. And then I'll be doing an early stream. I'm trying 2:30 this upcoming Friday. I'll stream for 3.5 hours and then Raid Holden stream. But it should be a good week of streams. I'm still testing a bunch of stuff out. Today's stream was like a test to see how an early Sunday stream went. I might do a later Sunday stream next week as I figure out my schedule. But right now I'm thinking of something like this every week. And I need to adjust my card so that I actually maybe we'll talk about what games I'm playing ahead of time so people will know and will tune in for those games. But Tuesday, I think I'm going to be hopping back to Genshin Impact and doing the Potions event and doing some of the other storylines for Lynette. And then I'll probably finish that up in one session. And then Thursday and Friday, my plan is to continue playing Pentiment. since there's 3 acts, I think probably Thursday I'll finish solving Otto's murder. Friday will probably be the start of the 3rd act, and then the following Sunday I'll finish up Pentiment, and then we'll move on to some other game, which is TBT. I'm actually thinking of maybe doing Final Fantasy VII, the OG Final Fantasy VII, not the remake. At least not the remake yet. I want to explore and see my options, but I'll figure it out. I've got time to figure it out. But anyway, today was a blast. I'm really enjoying this game so far. And I hope that I see you all again on Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., where we'll be playing Genshin Impact. So that is my plan for the week. Let me find someone to raid. Do we know if Flexing Seal is live? How do I see this? Where's my internet? All right, let me pull up this. There's another game I think you might like. Ooh, what other game would you suggest, Sigarius? Yeah, send it to me in my DMs. And yes, Flexing Seal is live. So I'm going to be rating Flexing Seal. I need to create a Discord. I don't have a Discord yet. That is also something to come. I also need to fix my what's it called? My stream elements that pop up showing things, or showing like subscribers and stuff. But I'll figure it out. All of what you say. Goodbye, everybody. I had a blast. And I will see you anon.